Right, hello everyone. So we are back once more for Raiders of the Serpent Sea, episode 15. We're a player down for the moment, but he will be turning up shortly, so we should have a full house, which would be nice. And yeah, we're just going to do the opening monologue, and then the game will begin. In this vast and unforgiving world, there are numerous Bendor kingdoms scattered across the high north and the western edge. These kingdoms recognise the importance of trade, despite their cautious approach to expanding into raider territory. They rely on each other for resources, which makes them tempting targets for raiders to seek, plunder and glory. The raiders are fully aware of the challenges they face, from the formidable defenders of the kingdoms to the unpredictable nature of the seas. However, driven by their thirst for adventure and the allure of untold riches, they persist. It becomes a battle of wit and strength as they outmaneuver their enemies and seize opportunities to strike. Previously on Raiders of the Serpent Sea. Last time our brave party embarked on their journey from Whiterack, setting sail on their ship with the War clan ship and another vessel, all heading north. Along the way, Hodor was plagued by dreams of his father's demise at the hands of the Jarl of the Lutan clan, and discovered that his father's spirit still reaches out to him from beyond the grave. In a daring raid, the three ships attacked and plundered a wine merchant Bendor ship, claiming its cargo before setting it ablaze. They continued their journey northward. Our heroes finally reached the high north and made landfall after weeks at sea. They quickly established a simple camp surrounded by towering hills and blanketed with thick evergreen forests, now covered in a pristine layer of snow and ice. The crunching of boots on snowy ground echoes through the stillness, while a distant sound of cascading waterfalls hints at the river's origin further upstream. Whiffs of smoke in the distance have drawn their attention to the northeast. Okay, so we are back, everyone. We are in this time here, but we do have one thing we do have to deal with. There was a roll at the very, very end of the session, and Blythe, I believe, it has implications for you, doesn't it? On the fact that you would have had unsettling dreams in the night.
I had very unsettled dreams.
You did indeed. So
took some
yes,
damage from it.
You definitely did. So in the dream, you found yourself standing at the edge of a desolate landscape. Before you loomed the massive volcano you've seen many times before. Smoke spewing from this and molten lava. The heat was intense and the air was thick with the smell of sulfur again. As you gazed upon the volcano, you then noticed again the bodies of the ravens all around the sides of you. Their once vibrant feathers now lifeless and charred, scattered on the ground. The scent of burning from the volcano and the smell of dead ravens filled the air. You also spotted at the very base of near your feet, laying there, the burnt remains of your father's corpse turning into ash. And that is when you awoke, taking the pain and the effects from what went on in those moments. So to say he was a little distracted when you guys managed to actually arrive on the land is probably true. How much he shows that, I guess, is down to how good he is at being deceptive, if that makes sense. Can we have a deception check out of you?
I was literally just rolling one.
There you go, and see how cool a cucumber he is on that front. 17, not bad. Anyone got a passive perception that might be able to get above that on that one, or probably can roll an insight check if anyone would be looking out for him. Is there anyone would have been looking out for Blythe in that way? Or paying attention enough would be the question.
Remember where my passive perception is.
That's okay.
My passive
you can roll me.
perception is 9.
Yeah, you can roll an insight if you wish. If anyone was paying attention, if they weren't, it will go unnoticed. If that's what I'm asking.
I apologize. Was this him waking up, or
he would be looking distracted and off in the morning? It's just whether or not anyone picks up on that is
okay.
Then
Zisa wouldn't care. If it was weird while he slept, like interesting dreams, then maybe. But if he was awake,
Zisa would be suckling on my dream teeth. Oh no! What a way to put it.
suckling on that dream
teeth.
I'm going to give you a I'm going to give you a perception check to see if you did notice it, that he was having something interesting going on in the night. You are a prowler of those hours for things exactly like that. So yeah, I'm more than happy to see whether or not you would have picked it up. But yeah, not quite in the not quite that time. It was not something you spotted in those moments. But maybe next time. Maybe next time. So yes, you guys are now on the north. The camp has been built. You are pretty much set up there and been sorting things out from that point of view. And like I said, you have seen that there is whiffs of smoke coming from the distance off to the northeast on the map. So heading up in this sort of general direction. One of the first questions I actually have for you, as you are making landfall here, what people are you going to be choosing from your ship, as your obviously crew actions are a thing that we're trying to make more of a thing here. What active crew slots are you going to try taking forward for you with these on this one, if that makes sense?
The lucky guy, obviously.
So the reroll one guy, he gets a lot of action, doesn't he? So yes, he's definitely in.
Probably the charisma person, because if we're just going for talks, which I don't think is going to happen, but
interesting. Yes. Thorngird was the one that gives you the extras on that, I believe. She was +3 on some persuasion checks. So yes, you could. She's a hot contender for a second slot. Okay. Well,
very handy for her.
Absolutely.
So this is where we're getting to the place where we're talking, right?
You have hit the north, and you know that the War clan leader is out there somewhere. You just don't know where yet. Is the honest truth. The gully and all the rest of them, they're unloading their group and their ship as well. They will be available to talk with and work out things from. But yeah, this is more of, as you hit land, what ones are you going for on your slots is the key point right now.
Narratively, wouldn't we bring Harolf?
I was just thinking that, yeah.
Because it's a big deal moment that we're here. And with like Zeus's character, she won't want us to do anything without checking in with Harolf anyway.
Interesting.
Do we want to leave Sadi without Harolf though? Do we fully trust everyone that's on this boat apart from...
I think Sadi is a badass. She can handle herself.
She can heal. She will get one tapped.
She will get one tapped one day.
I just think it narratively makes sense to have Harolf with us.
I'm happy with either. Well, I mean, these are your choices. I mean, you know, he has mechanical benefit for attacks and bits like that in a situation. That's certainly something. So either way is true. But so are we sort of in agreement as a group where this is going on this one? Because he is able to give you advantage on some attacks and things like that. If it gets physical, he will be more useful. That is certainly true.
Yep, and Thorngird is like technically the leader of Orn as well, so that would be a good person to bring.
It's
so the leader of our raid party, the leader of the people who have been messed up by the Ironwood, and a weird mechanical little boy.
Yes. Fair way of putting it.
Perfect team.
Okay, so choices are made on that front. We are okay with those, so no problem. We can go back. So yes, like I said, we are at the point where you're seeing these whiffs of smoke coming off from the northeast. The group are getting sort of set up. The gully from the War clan has already sort of made land with you guys and is sort of unloading some of the wolves and some of his group, and he's sort of he's basically makes his way over and sort of says, "It is good to make land again. My sister should be out here somewhere. It is cold again. I prefer being further north as we are now."
James, we've got this map, I remember.
You do.
That we found.
It seemed to denote a location in the north, on this peninsula. Absolutely, on this little area. It would be roughly northwest-ish. Not far from that, probably. Seems to be across land.
Okay, never mind then. I don't really want to give the War Clan.
Yeah, they do not. They do not have that. They do not have that information. You do at the moment, as this is going on. Well, I assume that you are almost prepared for whatever's going to happen. I know that my sister and the group are out here somewhere, but I do not know exactly where yet. When we do find out, I will take my men ahead. I will parlay on your behalf so that none of you are dealt with before you get to speak with my sister. I assume this is acceptable when the time comes. But for now, we can travel together or separately. It is up to you.
Can I insight check to see whether or not he wants us to go with him or whether he prefers separate?
Yeah, you can definitely make an insight check. Yeah. Let's see.
14.
On that one, okay, yes, he's got plus. Yeah, you can read him. You think he is being honest, Hodor, in these moments on that front. You get a sense he is a little bit interested in splitting up, only in that he thinks you can cover more ground. But other than that, there's nothing else in there that you're seeing. He seems to be direct and forthright with what with everything he says. He has made it very, very clear that if his sister and the clan decide that you guys are to be taken out, your parlay is over. But until then, he seems to be honoring what he says, as far as you can make out.
Okay.
Blythe, would you be willing to go with them into the camp? I'm sure just having one of us with might tip the scales in our favor, maybe. We do not know these people very well.
I think when the time comes, you will all be invited in, but having one amongst you that at least has one of the pups with them might be of use. he seems to suggest your wolf is a little bit on the small side, Blythe, as his is growing. Like absolutely ginormous compared. Yeah.
She's gotten very big in the last couple of weeks.
Tiny doggo.
If you feel it is too dangerous to go on your own, Blythe, then that is fine.
We are parlaying.
You are completely under protection until parley ends. I will not break that, or my people won't. Not if I warn them first. I have no reason
to distrust any of you, so I don't see why not. I'll go in. I'll make myself heard and hopefully get you in as well then.
Zisa will make a motion and her owl will fly and land on Blythe's shoulder, and then she'll place a hand on the nearest party member and her eyes will go blank. And she'll say, "We will see and hear all."
I thought you were going to make that a bit more discreet, but okay.
When the time comes and we find them, we will make efforts. But until then, we can travel either separately or as one group. I do not know if that signifies that my sister is nearby, as he points towards the smoke in the distance. But it could be.
I would suggest us traveling together after we have seen what has been happening with your clan's people. They will turn on you without hesitation if they are under the influence.
We have seen the type, I know. But my sister is not one for being taken by such things for long. I'm assuming she will have realized if there are any more. But well, let's see what we find. We will follow you.
Can I do a nature check on the smoke? Because sometimes different, like if it's from like a village being burnt down, the smoke pattern's going to be different to like a small campfire.
Yeah, by all means. Yeah.
Just so like,
by all means.
you know, whether not to panic.
A
We should panic
14.
anyway.
Okay. There is definitely the amount of smoke on the horizon, or not, you know, in that further off spot. You would say a lot of things must be burning or must have been burned. It's not. You think it would be the after effects of burning rather than like the lighter end of fire, if that makes sense. So, but whatever it is, there would have been a lot of it to make that amount of smoke.
Hoda would probably express that, and he would say, "That seems to be the end of kind of a fairly big fire. In that direction, I'd proceed with caution, just in case if what you see there isn't the best."
Well, then we carry on. We see how far into these woods we can go, but we will find them with time. And yes, the War Clan will follow you guys as you move deeper into the space later on. That's no problem. So I'm assuming guys will head home. Head. I'm seeing messages. Heading further north into the distance as this goes on. So you guys start to clamber upwards towards this trail, following the hills and the plateau, making your way further forward as time goes on. When you get a bit further on, you clamber upwards, and you can see off to the northeast there is rocks and trees that falling away, revealing a waterfall crashing into the valley below. The water forms several smaller streams that meander off in various directions. The mist from the water is hitting the ground and obscuring a lot of the details below, but you can catch the glimpse of several smouldering homesteads. A clear cut of area where trees have been sort of well removed, and snow covers fields a little further off. You can obviously see that. I'm assuming you guys will start making your way down towards whatever is going on there, or would you try to avoid these homesteads? Is probably the question.
Blythe, are you familiar with these settlings? Do you know who's here? And if there would be a reason for us to stop?
I'm having some technical issues a second. Do I, James?
You can make a survival check, see what you can work out.
Hang on.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this far north, it's you would, knowing what sort of a settlement that is a little bit beyond you. So no, you're not
memory
sure in
of
that
this
one.
place. Sorry.
The completionist in me wants to go, but Frida will say, well, we are not here for them. We are here to seek out.
There is an old proverb that one should always follow their nose. Whichever route smells better, way forward.
There's something in an ancient tongue of our people, which when translated, becomes fuck around and find out. So, there's a myriad of possibilities.
Well played.
Unless the war leader wants to go to these settlements, I think we just carry on to the big fire, because I think that's
I would like to see if there
pressing
are
issue.
signs of my sisters, or my sister and my clan. I do not think they will be our people there, but there may be signs of their movements. This may be a site of a battle of some sort from my clan. It's not impossible.
then let us check it out.
Okay. So yeah, you guys start making your way further and further down as you go on this one. I need whoever's sort of leading the group. I need a sort of a wisdom perception check, please, just to see. This is going to be a tricky movement down the sides here towards this area in the snows and hills. You might be able to pick out a few extras if you can perceive that.
Can lead. If
I think it would be me and Blythe up front as
no problem.
the interim
so
captain.
One of you guys make a perception
You can,
check.
Blythe, because I have -1. Can I have? Can I give him help? Sort of up front with him, or is this more?
You can do. Yeah. You can assist if you're both working. That's fine.
So on my own, I got a 24.
Oh yeah. So yeah, doing pretty damn good on that one.
And then Frida points something out. I'm like, yeah, I saw that tree. Thanks.
Blythe, look, there's a berry bush.
So yeah, in this case, yeah, you do very, very well. Your check reveals that there are wooden blocks pounded into the hillside, forming a staircase down that allows for better movement and easier movement down the hills towards the actual this actual place without any real major problems going on. You make your way out into the space below a little while later, and it looks like there is burning farmsteads at the base of the waterfall. With the din of the crushing water into the river below, you can see that there is buildings that are gutted and smouldering, only the foundations remaining. It appears that at one time there were a dozen or so farming families that lived here. Surrounding the ruined buildings, there are numerous fields cleared from the woods, tall wheat poking out through the snow as this is going on that's only partially harvested. A granary in the center of the small village still burns at this point. The smoke you saw earlier is coming from that. The other fires have pretty much all sort of died down as that's going on. The only sort of building that's got any sort of intactness left to it is this burning granary as this is going on.
I can send in my owl to scout for us if we wish to know what is inside.
That would be the safest option.
Might be a good idea.
As you say. And so she will make a gesture, and the owl will hop off of... it's been riding on Blythe's shoulder the entire time, but she hasn't been looking through it the entire time. But now that it is going into this burning building, or burnish building, she will place her hand on... Hoder's shoulder.
He will visibly recoil.
She does not care, because she's already in the she's already warged into the owl, and the owl kind of swoops inside to take a look around.
Okay, Cisa, from your view, looking through the eyes of the owl, as it swoops in through the actual building, there are numerous torn and dismembered corpses within. Men, women, children. All have been stacked at the base of this partly destroyed granary. Their bodies have rested here long enough that they appear to be relatively frozen as this is going on. And I think the other one you would pick up on, these are not raiders. These have the signs of the Bendor kingdoms, so not Viking looking peoples.
Bodies of settlers. Looks to be Bendor. They have been slain and have been stacked inside. Possibly the Wa clan did not take kindly to Bendor settlers. I can only theorize. There's no threat inside if you wish to go look for yourselves. And the owl will swoop back out. And then just kind of circle around instead of going back onto Blythe's shoulder.
Baldur, why don't you go in there?
Yes, Baldur, you've been so quiet.
Welcome back, Chad. Welcome back.
I totally know what's going on.
Building of dead bodies, go look. That's essentially it.
I'd probably surmise that the Warclan wouldn't like settlers being how secretive they are, right?
Absolutely, yeah. The clan are here, but the gully would be already starting to sort of, when he hears some of what you've already said, he would be starting to make his way in to have a look what's going on. But yeah, if anyone does join him, by all means they can, if that makes sense.
As I'm getting sort of closer, I will divine sense if I can find it somewhere.
Zeus is going to start ritually casting detect magic, by the way, from outside.
When I'm within 60 feet of this place.
You're starting to do divine sense on that front.
Yep.
No problem.
Detect evil or good, or I can see any celestial fiend or undead. Well, not see, but know the location.
No, you don't pick any up, but I will give you this, Frida, is as you do sort of make that sense of the granary, you do get a sense of something smells off about everything there, if that makes sense. It's not that there is that going on right now, but there is a sort of a sense, an off sense of that, if that makes sense. It smells bad, if that makes sense. So there is, it's setting up that spidey sense of it, if that makes sense.
Yes, everyone.
Not a threat now, but
with caution. I do not get a good feeling about this. The gods are telling me this isn't necessarily safe.
Speaking of the gods, I believe at this point you can actually, Frida, give me a religion check.
Oh.
Honestly, thought we were going to get struck down. Speaking of the gods,
Speaking of the gods, you're all dead.
No, fair enough on that one. Yeah, it just seems a bit off as things are going, but he sort of is making his way in. He's examining some of the bodies. They're very iced up. He's looking at different marks and bits on some of them.
I would have done the same after saying that, but I will approach with my not drawn but hand on my axe, ready to draw if needed.
No problem. Is anyone going in and doing any investigation of this, or is this being left to the War Clan?
Can I combine it with my foraging thing? Can I look for some stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you're finally back on ground, so I'm happy for you to be like once every few hours doing a roll for your foraging anyway.
I think because eventually I want to start making, punching bag arrows and stuff. So
all the arrows.
Yeah, so I want to
start building up your resources.
Yeah, I want to look for more stuff like that rather than foraging for berries. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, on that one.
Frida did point out a berry bush to you, so
that is true. So yeah, we can work on that. But yeah, we'll certainly start giving you some options on that one. If you're doing it, you can make an investigation check looking at the weaponry and bits and bobs like that. And anyone else doing a sort of any sort of general investigation check, or have any sort of inklings of things they want to be doing in this scene, in this space, if that makes sense?
I think hearing Frida mention the fact there's a particularly weird smell and corpses, I believe that is my time to shine. So
you bring out the pliers and start plucking.
Ready for the plucking of teeth.
I'd like to do a nature check on the smell to see if I know what that's from, and then also I will, if I can, take a couple of bones. I haven't had bones for a while.
No, that's okay.
The plucking opportunity.
There's certainly going to be a bit of that. I will ask you to do a sort of a medicine check to just see with what you can find out about what's going on in this as well, as you are sort of examining the bodies in a bit more detail on that one, and see if you come to any conclusions before the goal does.
So medicine before the smell check.
We'll go for we can do a perception for the smell, and then you can do a medicine, and then do a.
Frida will say, "I think I meant a metaphorical smell," but go ahead.
You said smell. I'm taking the literal smell.
Did I find anything?
Router did just say, "Follow your nose."
That is true.
19.
if whatever Frida is going on about, they are so, the bodies are so frozen solid. You don't think it could be coming from anything coming from them. They're not rotting or anything yet or anything like that. So it's a bit of a strange comment from Frida. You definitely understand that from that one.
Yeah, and then an eyebrow raise over Frida. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I will turn to my little trophies.
No problem. Yes, and you do the medicine check on that front. On that one, okay, a 13. Yeah, easy enough to remove a few teeth as you wish. They're a bit hard going because they're frozen solid, but.
Shall I roll for the amount of teeth I can acquire?
Absolutely. Let's do
What
a
dice would you like me?
D6. Let's go for a D6.
D6.
And see how many you can pull as time goes. A good solid
Only
one.
one tooth.
One
Rubbish.
whole tooth. But I will give you, with a 13 on your medicine, you can see that some of these were killed with definitely with weapons, with swords or axes, things like that. But there are bite marks. There are sort of animal marks amongst this stuff as well.
Hodor will look over the bodies, note the weapon use, and then look at the bite marks, and then scurry over to Blythe's dog, whose name I always forget.
Erwin.
Erwin, and I will.
Irwin.
Arwen. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Roll
The
the R.
pronunciation will always
Roll the
be.
R.
Irwin.
Edwin.
Look, this is why the English colonized you lot, so we never had to learn how to say.
Wow.
Hey, you're in the wrong campaign for that, speaking.
Yeah.
Yes,
So I will scurry over, kind of politely try and look at his teeth and compare the two.
Is it sort of
Your hand.
Is it wolf?
start
Can never
snarling
know.
at
You're
you?
not Sadi. Can you handle this dog the same way that she would?
Oh,
Well,
That's
first,
fair. That's fair.
You don't go put your hand in a wolf's mouth.
make
I
an
don't know
animal
what
handling
wolves
check
are.
first. If you are below a 12, you're going to be taking damage from that dog. Yeah.
That's very nice.
I am a gentleman.
Oh, there you go.
Who's seen me turn into a wolf, like a dead wolf before? We're kin.
Yes, that's what the wolf wants to see. A dead wolf.
Yeah, she snaps a bit, Hodor, but doesn't connect in the moment. But yeah,
She bares her teeth, and that's how you get to see her teeth.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to compare the marks. I should have asked. I apologize.
the gull does speak up, and on that one, there are wolf marks amongst these. My clan have been through here.
did Blythe's investigation find anything interesting?
Blythe, your investigation check with a 15.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so you were looking around and seeing if there are any sort of weaponry bits and stuff. There does seem to be. There do seem to be little hand axes, but there are also a lot of things like hoes and pikes and things like that. Things that look a little odd, basically for raiders. They're not the typical weapons that you guys would normally use, but they are there. There are some arrows and quivers. I will give you a religion check at this point because of who and what you are.
Where's religion then?
Somewhere hidden on that sheet, it should still be on there. Touchwood.
I don't know why I can't do the alphabet when we're doing stuff like this. I got a -2, so
Oh.
16.
But 16
Oh,
now.
Arwen, that was Arwen.
That was Iron, so hang on.
Oh man, oh yes, yeah.
Your dog doesn't know.
Oh yeah, I don't get a minus. I got 19.
Your dog doesn't know dick about
19.
religion.
No problem, no problem.
Neither
You
dog.
know how bodies of people should be handled. They may not be raiders, but you should, ideally bodies should be burned with their weapons so that they have the option of entering the halls of the slain. Now, whether you feel Bendor Kingdom folk should get that honor. That is down to you, but you do think that would be something, that the body should be burnt so the gods are appeased for their transition.
What's the Jason Momoa guy called?
That's the Gull or Gully. Gully Vestikar is his full name, but I just call him the Gull. So.
Is there any reason why these bodies were not burnt when they just left you?
It is dishonor. He doesn't seem like he cares.
Very broad answer.
They are not raiders. They don't deserve anything more.
They at least deserve a chance to go Valhalla.
If you wish to burn them, do what you will, but I have no interest. If my sister left them like this, then so be it. But you can burn them if you wish.
I will go over to the house and put my sword into the ground and kneel down and say a little prayer to Thonia before I will burn them. I'll ask Hodo or Zisa to set them alight at least.
Zisa is walking by the burnt building, tracing her fingers across the wood as she has finished casting Detect Magic to see if anything pings, and she's also making just a broad lap around. She hasn't been paying attention to this interaction at all.
Nothing seems to be pinging as you're looking around, Zisa, initially, as this is going on. But yeah, I mean, if someone seeks you out and they start commenting to you about possibilities, the only other thing I guess that you do get, you get a visual, a ping on your senses, I guess, but it's very, very fleeting, and you think of it as like you spotted two small figures that seem to then disappear into the space before you can really get much of a lock on it. Like they realized you were coming and moved, and then the trace seemed to disappear almost instantly. It was like a flicker almost. Yeah. Very, very quick.
Was this within the settlement, or was this on the edge of the woods? Like where did this happen
This was in the settlement itself, around each of the houses. As you got close to the houses, I think once or twice you got this very fleeting thing, but they were gone before you could really do much more than that, if that makes sense.
So when Zisa gets the request to burn the bodies, she'll open her eyes. I think maybe she's been wandering kind of with her eyes shut. And then we'll turn to Frida and say, why they are Bendor? They are not raiders. Why do they deserve to enter the halls of Valhalla?
It does not matter. Leaving them to die like this is dishonorable. You set them alight. You set all people alight. It does not matter. Either that, or you cast them to the Serpent Sea, which is proving to be very, very bad at the moment.
Yeah, the last people that ended up in the sea rose again and sought you out. Yes, that was...
For all we know, that might not be just the sea. If we do not burn them and let them at least have a chance to get to Valhalla, or even hell, then they might come back.
That is reasoning that I can see wisdom in. And she will go towards the house and then turn back and say, does Blythe know anything about any magical beings that wander these woods? About yay high, and she'll hold her hand about a foot off the ground. Ones that are capable of keeping themselves from being seen, perhaps using magical means.
Blythe is gone.
We've lost him in the moment. Oh, but he may be returning.
I've returned, but I haven't got a clue what you were saying.
No, that's okay. Well, what we really need is an let me see, an intelligence history check from Blythe to see if he has any memory.
Wow.
No,
Oh,
I don't have any memories.
You still got a headache from the from what was going on with him. Zisa, in the moments, he seems to draw a blank. Zisa.
Recall. I don't know where you are, if you asked.
Well, though you do not know of such creatures exist. I would be wary of beings, perhaps up to our knees, that can either stop themselves from being seen or use magical means to cloak themselves. I've caught glimpses of them around this area. Perhaps they were the ones that caused this. And then she'll go to the building and proceed to scorch up the
granary. Start it burning and make.
Yeah, I'll just
once they're alight, Frida will finish her prayer and get back up.
Absolutely.
Just walk.
The gull, takes very little interest in that. He thinks he has found what he was looking for on that front. Hodor, again, the words of your father, trusting the War clan is never a good thing. Again, women, children, all killed in this granary. That again rings true in those moments. Whether Baldur
James
makes any comment on any of that, but he is aware. But yes, Caesar.
I was gonna say I heard that Blythe was doing a little bit of snooping around for
weaponries and bits. Yeah.
Yeah, bits. Is there any sort of alchemical usage of dead bodies, frozen bodies, or anything around this area that I could scavenge as well?
Give me a sort of a roll for sort of scavenging in general, sort of a general survival or something, or an investigation or something, and we'll see if we'll come up with something that you find if it's something useful.
It's the bad one.
It's the bad one, on that one. So, no, nothing too dramatic in those moments. I will say, how your investigation roll when you did it, Blythe? What did you get? You got a
15.
You got a 15. Let me just double check on that one. Okay, yeah, no, sorry, nothing changed from before where we were at. So yeah, that's all.
Should I have rolled herbalism kit instead of investigation? I think it would have been the same number because it's intelligence based.
Yeah. I think if it's the same number, don't worry about re-rolling. That'll be fine.
Oh, that's just for my general scavenging.
Yes, correct. But there might have been something else you had spotted if things were different.
I meant for Conrad for the 20.
Oh,
that's it. Because I can roll on a gathering table. I just roll it on that.
Right, on that table for what's going on. No, fair enough. So yes, it looks like you're starting to draw a bit of a blank here as this is going on. There are clearly paths leading out of the town, and when you guys do look up, you do find the gull is sort of checking out these tracks that he has found leading out of the actual settlement, and he's sort of my clan definitely went this way in relative number. Some of the wolves are here, and he's pointing out to you, Blythe, that you can pick out some of the wolves. One of them, the wolf, is the paw prints are absolutely ginormous. But you certainly realize that you spot on that one, and you're like, okay. But it seems like he is. There's a fairly obvious trail leading off from here that you guys should be able to follow. And now you're seeing what he's picking out. It's like, well, if you can follow that large wolf's prints pretty much anywhere from what you can tell. So yeah, you guys will be trekking further and further on. It will take you slightly more to the sort of towards the northeast as time will be going on.
As we're walking, I probably would pull, I'd kind of walk alongside Baldur and just whisper to him, "Father seems to be right. A group that just murders women and children without honor, just because they're not raiders is not the sort of people I want to be working with. And denying women and children funeral rights, that's barbaric,
Yes,
honestly.
I would agree. Blight has always seemed suspicious. I agree that we should be careful around here.
Sow the seeds of deceit. Excellent. But yes, you guys do travel further on, following what Blythe and the Gull are saying is the route onwards that they are seeing. But time does pass. The snows get a little heavier, and a night will arrive, and you guys do have to settle and make camp for an evening. You're not going to make it through to wherever you're trying to head all in one time. Any sort of thoughts on layout? You basically, for camps, it looks like the Gull sets up his group relatively nearby you guys, but not on top of where you are. Are you guys going to take watches, or are you going to trust to their security?
Take
No.
watches.
100% take what?
Take
Also,
watches.
we need to take a defensive position as well, just in case. So somewhere we can retreat from. Or
No problem.
our
I mean,
ground.
there is a sort of a clearing, and you guys make a survival check, Blythe. Let's see if you can find the better spot of the groups for making that all work as that's all going
Can I
on.
assist in this?
Yes,
You
you
can make
are.
an assist. Yeah.
Yes, you are. 15. You did a little bit.
I
better
did a whole
than me.
one.
Well,
Yay.
it did. Yeah, it did improve it by a little bit.
I pushed it over.
No problem. So yeah, you do find a sort of a clearing where you feel like you've got a little bit of space if things were coming out of the forests. You can keep a good eye on where the War clan are and what they're getting up to. Their beasts are getting fed and things like that as time goes on. But I mean, the question is sort of who's taking watch, and is there anything that would be going on before you guys try to turn in for a cold evening and out on the ice? Fairly quiet, or is there anything?
I would definitely take watches.
Oh, yeah.
I can take first.
No problem.
Private roll, Conrad.
Oh.
Didn't know you guys could see the fact that I rolled 2 myself, but
No, fair enough. Okay, yeah. So probably going to have a few watches as the night will go on, and basically as this sort of goes on, then I'm gonna let's see if we're gonna have how bad things are gonna go. So who's taking first watch of the evening?
I shall.
Okay, roll a d12.
Zisa will sit up
please.
with you as well.
No problem.
I loved. He's stayed up with me. It's literally complete silence for the entire night.
Yep, absolutely.
The silence kicks in. So yeah, your first watch of the night, no problems, no worries as that is all going on.
Thank you all for your company.
the quiet silence as you guys move.
It's
on.
absolutely not awkward at all, though.
Nope.
It's just silence.
They're just comfortable. Yeah, fair enough. No
Can
problem.
I take second watch?
You can, Baldur. Yeah. Anyone staying up with Baldur? For
Yeah,
this?
I'll take second watches.
Can I like?
That leaves me with Hodor.
How
Oh.
dare you!
Wow, rude.
Just because I assume like the people from the previous watch wake the next ones up. Can I try to like ask something? Can
Sure,
I?
of course. Yeah. So yeah, as someone comes over and wakes you up, ready for your watch.
Who do you want to wake you up?
It's
Who do you
gonna be-
think?
Issa can wake you up.
Zisa uses Mage Hand from about 15 feet away to shake you awake.
Let him do this!
Oh yes. Watch. Okay. Actually, Zisa, might I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Like it's been a while since we had these visions, and like I've had difficulty placing it, but I have a question for you.
Go on.
Did it hurt?
Jeez.
I don't remember.
Dear, oh dear. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't happen every day that someone falls from the heavens. It's
So you've been sitting on this for what? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
For the context of the listeners, we got a message being like, "I've got something to say." For the session, and we've been all very excited for it.
Everyone takes 10 psychic damage.
It's a very, very stupid joke. I'm very sorry. I had to make it.
You just hear audible gagging from Rowder.
Yeah.
Hodor groans in his sleep. He doesn't hear what's being said.
He just knows.
But he senses
He just
it.
knows,
He senses
yeah.
the cringe.
Just very awkward.
Zisa's face is just completely blank as per usual.
Oh, I assume. Okay. Well, maybe we should talk about this, when we have some time. But watch.
Yes.
Okay, new people, new watch. You can roll the d12 and see where we're gonna
I'm
be
okay.
at.
You want to roll or shall I?
Oh yes, yeah. Which one of you two is gonna do it? Decide amongst yourselves, quick. Or the first one that gets there.
I'm going to do it.
Go do but up.
Oh, 3. Okay.
So
Three,
Rowder
okay.
and Baldur say anything to each other, or just is it again complete silence?
Is Baldur capable of complete silence?
No, I think he's just talking at her all night.
Yeah, so maybe something.
Just singing to
No,
himself.
I still haven't quite figured out what these punches do. Like sometimes fire comes out, sometimes lightning, sometimes other stuff. Like it's still I'm still getting used to it.
Oh my god!
Have you ever happened?
You should try it. Come on, hit me.
I mean, if you're sure.
Go for it, and she'll just brace.
Has Rowder ever seen something like this in her life?
I don't know.
She is-
Have I ever
she
seen
is
something like this?
quite old.
Make a history check. She's been around a long time. Oh, 12. Only vague stories of wandering monks with strange powers, but you don't know anything, more solid than that, if that makes sense with the 12.
There were some old tales of monkey people.
Well,
But that's all I can really remember. I've been around for a while. It's hard to remember.
Monkey
everything,
or
you know?
monkey?
Yeah,
She says monkey.
I'm not a monkey, so I'm guessing this is different somehow.
I don't know. People change.
Yeah, I mean, apparently some people wake up and they're immortal, right? So I guess
Yeah, but that's
That's the
kind of more
same.
inconvenient than.
I
Yeah.
guess it's the same, right? I guess we are the same and suddenly got these incredible powers.
Yeah, you're definitely
I-
exactly the same.
Are you
I-
saying you were cursed to live out your worst nightmare over and over and over again? For all eternity, until the end of time.
I mean, to be honest, I have no idea what's going on. I do think it's very possible. I mean, I am traveling together with my brother, which I never thought would happen. So it might very well be.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. You want me to hit you to see if you come back? There's only one way to find out.
That was like,
Kill him.
Okay, once, just once.
She reaches for the great axe.
One hit is all it will take.
Maybe try it with your fists. I don't know. I think that might cause less damage if it, didn't happen to work.
Is it right?
20, 21 hits. Crack. It hurts.
Yeah, I've had worse.
Do
Is
they
that a
start
challenge?
sparring? as they spend their whole entire time sparring while.
I mean, I'm down.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. So yeah, I think the way this works out, like you guys spend time, and Rowder, you do see that as some of his moves, when he does do things, you do get a little bit of lightning, a bit of different elemental things start happening as he's hitting. So there's certainly something definitely magical going on, and you do get a sense of he can do a lot more than he's letting himself do. Is probably something that you would pick up just by sparring with him in the moment.
I think she recognizes that, and that he's holding back, and she's like trying to encourage him to just embrace it. Like, just go for it. Like, you're not going to do any damage. You can tell. She cannot die. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that
go
case
for
we're
it.
Perfect sparring partner. So I think he will let go.
Okay.
And go a little bit harder.
No problem. So yeah, I think as the time does pass, I think you do rather sort of get more out of him, if that makes sense, and he does start to make proper ways into actually causing damage and things like that. Obviously, yeah, you're able to shrug some of it off. If you go for just as a sort of a start point, you would have been able to heal up everything. Just we'll take it as sort of do a D12's worth of damage, Baldur, over time, if that's okay. Work out how much you do during the sparring, and you can return a D12's worth of hit points as well, Baldur, because you give as good as you get. I'm assuming, or up to you. So between between the two of you, you do about 10 points each worth of damage without going too crazy, but certainly enough to leave you guys feeling like it was worthwhile as the time goes. So a little bit beaten up later as time passes. There, who goes and wakes up who for the last?
She'll just say after the sparring, "You're a good warrior. You should fight more." And then she'll.
I don't think I have to, but thank you. And I guess we'll go wake up the next bunch.
No problem. As you go and making your way over towards everybody else and working this out, those that are asleep, you all have a dream. You see a swollen yellow moon that seems to be peering out of fog, illuminating a rocky crag high in the mountains, an upthrust stone atop which stands a shaggy beast, a large, unbelievably tall wolf, its neck craned, its jaws open as if seeking to consume the moon. A woman stands beside it, both in heavy shadow. Their features are hidden from view, but there is a sense of them watching you all. They seem to turn towards you, and the piercing eyes of the woman fall upon you all, and those of the beast. The creature seems to howl into the air, and Baldur and Rowder, at that moment, you hear howling and movement around your camp as everybody beginning to wake as something is nearby. Okay, let's bring you to...
Oh, no.
Rowder immediately goes for her axe.
Yeah,
Knows what howls are, what they mean.
Absolutely. So let's move you guys across to the map, and we will get things moving on from there. So right, okay. First things first, we're going to need to bring you guys into some initiative and see how that's going to go. And we will bring in some enemies. There is the War clan not too far away. But Blythe, yeah, your roles have changed this from being any sort of a surprise in the moments to a just going to be a general initiative. So the survival roles were worthwhile in the moments. But yeah, there will be creatures making the way out of the darkness as this is going on, and I will be rolling these in.
I think you manually have to change Iron's to same as Blythe's.
Yes, yeah.
Initiative.
No problem. I can bring her in as 21. Let's bring that up. 21 here.
Oh, sir.
Do I have a familiar icon yet or no?
Where did we get to on that? I can't remember. It's been a couple of weeks, but hang on 1 second. Let's have a look under your... I got a feeling no, but we can quickly bring you an owl in for now.
It says it rolls its own initiative, but it seems like usually we just say it goes on, like, on our turn,
we just sort of suggest it goes on your turn just to make it a little easier on that one. Right, let me just bring you in an owl for something for now as a beastie for that one to make things a little easier. We'll use that. Right, let's change some music across. Go ahead, Hodo, go.
Oh, would I have had time to cast False Life on myself before all of this?
Well, no, you were dreaming in those moments, so apologies, no, but you're not being surprised.
I've got to ask. If you don't ask, you don't get.
Yep, absolutely. that is fair enough on that one. But we will get some different music going here, and yeah, as these strange creatures are starting to make their way out of the woods, howling being heard. I believe from the ground, Blythe, you will be first up, spotting at least a couple of these creatures making their way out into the space at the moment. Oddly, these things, whatever they are right now, but you have heard howling.
On swift movement, Blythe will grab his bow from underneath his makeshift pillow, roll over, stand up, well, sort of crouch and shoot at what he thinks is something bad.
Absolutely. You got it. Target them up and away you go.
Target and...
that will definitely hit. Okay, we're doing 8 piercing damage as you bolt up and do the first attack on this thing. No problem. Easily done.
Iron, get him. Get him.
Get him. Get him.
No problem. I'm assuming she will go running over.
Maybe. I can't control it.
Hang on. You probably can on her turn, though. Let's see how... Because we've added her on the turn list.
Let me just open a sheet. She's got 40 feet of movement, yeah.
Nice.
So she runs over and... I'm not in the house on my own. Like there's something happening in the background.
That will definitely hit. Okay, nice bite. Okay, so yeah, she will.
She hit something. Everybody,
she did
hit something
and killed it. So that little one is gone.
And then the rest of the movement, she will move closer to Rowder with blood dripping all over her mouth from killing something.
Okay, no problem. Zisa, you are next to react in the moments.
Zisa immediately sits up at the waist, like the Undertaker in WWE, and then her immediately shoots a glance over to the left and sees this one over here. There you go, targeted. And then she will spin so that her body and her crouched frame matches where she's looking, and she just points 2 fingers at this dude and firebolt. Of course, it's the bad one.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's a miss on that one. But yes,
we re-roll one.
We will if it's a 1, you you picked the right one, guys.
Memory.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Yes, this is why you pick your crew. The way you do.
That little wicker guy is like, Do it again better.
Get good, scrub.
11.
Oh no! So still, unfortunately, a miss on with 11. But yeah, she's woken up in the moment.
Yeah, but from her crouched position, she will unnaturally, kind of skitter to the fire over here, while keeping her eye on that one there. And I guess my owl will just fly. I don't know. There's nothing really to do for it now, so we'll just do its thing. Oh, no, actually, I will use a telekinetic shove as a bonus action.
Strength save against the same one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can't see the others, so.
No, that's okay. Let's see what we get. It gets a 15, so unfortunately, that one will pass. Okay, so that is probably all Aziz's turn over. So Rowder, you are next in these moments.
Axe at the ready. She is just going to charge forward and attack this one.
Okay.
Recklessly, as she does.
No problem.
20 for 12.
20 for 12. Absolutely, you will definitely be hitting on that one. Sorry.
And I should have done this beforehand, but then I will bonus action.
Bonus action rage, I'm assuming, or
yes.
And yeah, fair enough. Give me a perception check.
Oh, perception.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. The perception.
Okay.
20.
You pick up seeing this making its way out of the darkness as this is going on. This thing is sort of running towards you as this is all going to as this is going on. Some strange woman in a red cape on the back of on the back of a wolf is incoming as you make your way there. Anything else on your turn? Yes, yeah.
Kind of awkward that we've turned up wearing the same outfit.
Dressed to impress.
Always. Yeah, she'll attack this guy and then immediately see this out the corner of her eye and just turn towards the wolf, immediately ignoring the thingamabob that she's just hit, and we'll just focus our attention towards the giant wolf heading her way.
Get you.
Fair enough. Okay, so that is done. That one is dead. This one is incoming. Let's see. It is going to be running this way. How far can he go? He's got 30 feet, so it can get to you, Blythe. But you are upstanding. You are not down as this is going on.
I'm not down. No.
And it will attempt to club you. Let's see how it's going to do. With an 8, it will miss.
That will actually miss me. Yes.
Okay, so that one is officially done. The wolf will be making its way, and it will. Let me think. How much movement has it got? Yeah, it's going to be bypassing you, Rowder. But it does pass right by you.
I am going to attempt to grapple it.
Okay. Yeah. It is literally was looking like it was going to pass you. But yes, you absolutely can grab at it. No problem.
Grab it by the face.
At advantage, so it's a 20.
Strength athletics. Okay, let's see how it's going to do on that one. So incoming. Let's see. It's not its worst thing. Let's see how this beastie is going to do in the moment. And unfortunately, it wasn't the nat 20. I got the 7. So you managed to pull it to a halt, and this thing's sort of like gnarling and snarling in your direction. Changes tact, and will obviously attempt to deal with you instead.
She'll hold the axe, her great axe, both hands, and just push the handle up against its mouth and like pushed back to draw it to a halt.
Yeah, and
then
this thing is big, but you've managed to like halt it in its tracks as this is going on. But yeah, so the beast will snarl and bite out at you as this is all going on. So yeah, it's going to attempt to claw you with the first attack. Let's see how it's going to do.
It will have advantage.
It will have advantage. So a 17, is that going to be enough, or are we?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes, it will.
okay, so it does 15 slashing, halved obviously because of what you've got going on.
7.
And then with the multi attack, the bite incoming. Let's see how it's going to do. And a 23 for 6 piercing as this thing is like and trying to deal with you and what's going on in the moment, realizing its mistake.
Was that already halved or?
No. That's none. These are never halved for me. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is done in the moments. Next on the list is the other one of these creatures. This will make its way down, and we'll get to Frida. Frida. So you're still prone right now, aren't you? Or yes, because you would have been in sleep. So yeah, okay. So it will get to try and spear you with advantage. Let's see how it's going to do. And incoming. And it would have been a 5, but turns into a 20. So is that just enough?
No, I don't have I obviously don't have my shield, so it's only 18.
18. So yeah, okay, fair enough. So yeah, 3 piercing from this creature, and you can where you are at the moment, you can see that the War clan are having to deal with more of these creatures at the same time as you guys are under attack. If that makes sense. So you see, there's more. I'm not counting them as part of the combat, but they can see that they are under attack as well from whatever's going on. But it does actually bring us to your turn, Frida.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just going to take an opportunity attack from this guy. Not too worried about him.
Okay, fair enough. No problem. Let's see how he's going to do.
Bit more worried about the gigantic wolf.
the big dog wolf thing. That is fair on that one. A 14 will definitely miss, so he is done.
Okay, I am going to strategically, because I want to make sure everyone is awake, I am going to bonus action lift the great sword into the air, and as I do that, lightning will strike. So I will cast Thunderous Smite on my sword.
Ooh.
So I will wake everyone up if I hit this.
Yes, everything's going on around.
And I will use my last inspiration die from when I went down twice.
Yes, fair enough.
To roll with advantage. Oh, with advantage. I don't know why.
That's okay. Yeah. Hope the next one's a bit. 23. That's more like it on that one. Yes. So you do connect.
Yeah, for 14 plus 2d6.
Yep. Yeah. All the extras. Throw
thunder damage.
You've done the 2d6, haven't you?
Oh, did I?
7. Yeah, 7.
Oh, right, it's 7. Sorry. So within 300 feet, a extremely loud boom is basically heard, waking everyone up.
Half the landscape has heard what's going on around you guys. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And it needs to make a DC 12 strength saving throw or get knocked 10 feet away and knocked prone.
Oof. Okay. Strength saving throw. Let's see.
I will also Divine Smite on top of that because
makes sense.
Why not?
Exactly. So yeah, let's see how strength saving throw is getting to do.
Shoot.
It's only 9 damage. I don't know why I rolled all that.
Fair enough. It rolls a 20 on the strength save.
Yep, that's fine. That definitely passes.
So it's another 9 radiant on top, and this thing is taken aback in the moment by what's going on with that, and for those seconds.
29 damage is not too bad for one attack.
No, not at all. It's Anything else on Frida's turn?
Nope, that's bonus action and attack.
Okay, no worries. Next on the list is the one you guys haven't spotted yet. 1 sec. And it will be incoming.
There's 2.
Yes, this one will be making its way over as you would to Frida on this side.
Little doggo's gonna
Little
die.
doggo is underfoot at the moment as this is going on, but let's see how we go. But Frida, this is coming at you first of all. So one claw at first. Let's see how it's going to initially do. An 11 for the claw is going to be no use. And an awful bite as well. 7 and 11. Okay, so yeah, its first attacks on its multi attack, no good at all. So they are officially done. The tusser that is next to you, Rowder, is going to try and attack you. And it's going to use its old club and see how it's going to get on. And this will be with advantage. So a 17 for 3. So you will be halving the bludgeoning damage again, but that's incoming. And with that, they are all done. Hodor, it's round to you. You're getting to the bottom of the tower.
You have just been woken up by a very loud bang.
God, I will wolf up. It's wolfing time.
It's wolfing time. Okay.
Nice.
Let me just go grab your sheet for that one, and we'll move that across. We use the bear for now, and so I keep forgetting we haven't done that. But let's see if I can do this. Wild shape. Here we go. That should convert you into the bear for now. And then what are you up to?
Well, that was my action, so I can't really do anything.
You have movement.
Except for, everything's opened on my sheet. No. Okay, I can't actually see past this one second. I will go around and hide behind this bush for like an element of surprise.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. So you can hear the battle going on behind from the other clan as well.
Yeah.
As you start making your way off for that. Okay, that is done. Next one on the list. This tusser will be making its way over to Blythe. Tusser. I know. On that one, this tusser will be doing this. Right. In this case, my God, I am rolling abysmal tonight. So. This is good for you on that one. So a 4 and another 1, and they do have to keep their ones, unlike you guys. So they are done. I believe Balor was the last to react.
Yeah.
Balor, wake up!
I am awake. I was on. I'm still hurt, right?
You went to sleep very quick.
I am still hurt, right? I didn't get my
Yeah,
rest.
you're rested, but you do get to have 10 from the sparring. Yes.
Yeah, and these things look like humanoid and alive, right?
They certainly look like humanoid. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Barring the wolves, okay. So they look a little less humanoid.
In that case, we are going for the wolves. Cannot go for the wolves, they are too far.
There's a wolf hiding in the bushes right here if you just want to start wailing on this one.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
I did that once before. I'm going to leave it like this.
you understand it that the undead form of your brother.
Yeah, and I am going to hold an action to strike in case one of the wolves gets closer to me.
Okay, no problem. Bringing us to the top of the turn order. Blythe, we're about round to you.
Okay, so Blythe's going to... I think they're both fresh and laying in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right,
pretty
so
much,
Blythe will attack. Let's see if I got anything. Fine. Blythe will attack this one. Longbow has run out of designated ammunition. I don't think so, son.
Yeah, you've had a bit more in your inventory. You just your arrows. I'll put them back up a bit. There we go. 1 sec. Yeah. If you close and open it, it'll be fine.
Okay. I didn't know how to add more.
That's all right. I've done it. No problem.
There you go.
Absolutely
13.
will hit on that one. So yeah, which one are you targeting? The top one?
Yeah, I did target it.
Yeah, that's okay. No problem. So with that, I think 13 is going to be enough. It is. 13.
Just hold my bow right up to his head and just let go like I'm shooting a gun at him.
Fair enough.
I got close quarters shooters as well for anyone who's thinking I can't do that.
You do
I
have
think you
the
don't
thing.
use the arrow, you just ping it like it's an elastic band. onto his head.
Fair enough. Anything else on Blythe's turn?
I win attack.
Okay, Owen's turn. Now,
With pack tactics, because I'm next.
Yep.
in.
Attack
very
tactics.
nice.
Yeah.
Open their sheet. Right. Wait. Oh, I think I'll take the advantage, please. 14.
14 against these things, and second, that is going to miss, unfortunately. Their high
She
is
actually-
too strong.
She does the worst when she does pack tactics. Maybe she gets a bit like
Maybe she's always
nervous
got to be a
Lone
loner.
wolf.
Got to be a
Yeah.
loner only on that one. Fair enough. Okay, so that one's done. I believe that brings us round to Zeus's turn.
Is the one in front of Blythe hurt at all or no?
The one next to Blythe is not hurt at all yet. No, it's early days on that one.
Okay, I'm gonna do something funny.
Okay.
Zisa will look at the one in the bushes over here,
Mm-hmm.
and she will draw her thumb down her tongue, and you see a rune appear there, one of her tattoos. And she will say, "You will disrobe and stack your items from largest to smallest to try to create a tower." And that is her casting
Command.
command. No, suggestion.
Oh, suggestion. Okie dokie. Wisdom save from this guy. Okay. Let's see how he's going to do. Wisdom. Oh, he's not the most wisdomy. Let's see what we get. It's either good or bad. And the choices were a 2 or a 19, and it was the 2. So
Nice.
It will be charmed in the moment, and yes, it will be attempting to do what you're asking.
For 8 hours if it doesn't finish it. If it can't stack it, it'll just for 8 hours.
I was doing it. That's fair.
Oh my God, you could just stand there knocking it over every single time, and they have to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And as she does that, Zisa will say, Hoder, there's no reason to hide. I have taken care of this one. And she will retreat down to here and just try to push this one telekinetically away from Blythe.
Strength saving throw. Okay, let's see how it's going to do. And it's a 19, so they're doing all right on the shoves, but
Okay.
that was still a good round for taking the other one out. That's fair.
Yeah, but my owl will then start harrying this one
And
to
flying
give the help
in.
action to the next person that attacks.
No problem. Rhoda, around to you. This thing's still in grasp.
She will release the grapple, so she's holding it at bay with the handle of her axe, holding it with both hands. She'll yank it out of the wolf's mouth as it's snarling and snapping at her. And she'll just use that momentum to swing back up with the great axe into the nape of its throat.
Okay.
So she will attack with advantage recklessly. Ooh. 25 for 18.
Absolutely hits.
Goodness.
Absolutely. Woo.
And that is her turn.
Okay. These are dead. This one, it will attempt to move away from you, Rowder. So what do you try and react?
Me.
Ooh.
Can I attack?
Yes, you
It's
both
just
can.
moving away.
Yeah, it's attempting to flee out of the range. So,
That was almost a 20 on my screen.
so
16.
16 does hit. So yeah, you will be doing 10 damage.
I'm going to try and grapple it again.
That
I'm going to
sounds good.
swing at one of its legs. An advantage.
Cool.
24.
24. 24. Yeah, that's sorry. I need its one as well. Once again, so we're going to need strength athletics. Let's see how it's going to do. I rolled double sevens, so yeah, this thing attempt to flee but does not. So it is going to have to use its action to attempt to break the grapple and see how it's going to do on that. Let's see how it's going to do.
26.
Whew. Yeah, no, this thing ain't going nowhere as this is going on. Yeah, it gets a 15, so it definitely stays put. And then horribly, Rauder, this thing turns into giant black radiant tentacles, and it becomes like a slithering thing in your grasp to release. But it's had to do everything it's got to get to that point. But yeah, this thing is no longer looking like a wolf. This thing looks like slathering tentacles of a wolf form would be the best way of putting it.
Lovecraftian.
It does look a bit Lovecraftian at this point. That is done. This one is it's going to be making its way towards Baldor.
That one is taking off its largest armor and trying to stack it up. James.
You are absolutely right. Yeah, he is doing his part. Thank you for keeping me honest. And then
this is where we find out it is only wearing a loincloth.
Frida, it is round to you. So you have one wolf form next to you, and then whatever of this godforsaken tentacle monster thing is that you're next to now.
Rauder has the tentacle one. I'm assuming it's very hurt at the moment.
She doesn't look amused about the situation.
Rauder, I understand why you don't like these creatures anymore. Speaking of which, I'll point my sword at this one that's full HP and give it the mark of execution.
Ooh.
So I now crit on a 18.
So what's the wisdom save for in this?
I have no idea. It doesn't. You don't need it. I don't know why.
Okay, that's a bit weird. Okay, we'll leave that alone.
And I will attack because that was my bonus action. So it's just got a golden scythe above its head. Ooh, not good. 17. 17 damage.
17 does hit. Absolutely. Yeah, this thing is taking damage.
And I will divine smite on top of that.
Very
my
nice.
last spell slot. For an extra 6 damage.
Another
not bad.
6 on top. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, is it undead? Or
hang on, let me just double check on that one.
Undead or a fiend?
It does not count as undead. No.
Okay. That's fine then. Yeah, so an extra 6 damage. 23.
Okay. Fair enough. Very nice. Very nice. Right. Anything else on her turn?
Yeah, why not? I'll do my Orcish Fury extra damage, so I do an extra 2d6 from my sword damage. 4 more damage.
4 more on top. Okay, fair enough.
And that is it.
Okay, fair enough. As this is all going on then. So yes, this one changes form as well, turning into these strange black tentacles where you are, Frida. So there's now 2 strange forms that are sort of slithering around this space as this is going on, and it will attempt to hit with you with these. 1 second. So let's see how it's going to do. Incoming with the first one, 22 to hit.
Yeah.
On that one will be 9 bludgeoning damage as one of these tendrils sort of whack and catches you from the side as this strange fleshy tendril will hit, and on a hit the target is grappled, so you are I believe that, let me just double check. On a target on a hit a target is grappled, so there's an escape DC now. So you are grappled with the first of these tendrils as this is going on, And the second one will try and hit you. Let's see how it's going to do. And that's going to be 23 for 5. So yes, they will both hit. They are both done. So that is done. This Tussa will now be going towards Rauda, incoming club. Ooh, he did surprisingly well. A 20 for 3 bludgeoning from this guy. So that is done. And then Hodor, it is round to you.
Okay, I will go for. I will run and attack the one that is messing with Blythe.
No problem.
That was disrobing, isn't it?
No, that's disrobing.
Which one?
Yeah, there's one over on the other side.
This one's
disrobing.
Okay.
I technically this is a bite because wolf it would be bite.
Mm-hmm.
I just looked up the stats because the claws for the bears same as the bite.
Nice. So that makes
sense.
sense.
But this will be advantage because of pack tactics.
Yes, fair enough. Cool. So 18 for 9. So pretty damn good as you make that initial hit.
The damage type would be piercing. I don't know if that makes a difference.
No problem. No. In this case with these guys, no issue at all.
It also needs to succeed on a DC 1. DC 11 strength saving thrown or be knocked prone by being.
Okay, so it needs to do a strength save. Let's see how it's going to do. And in this case, it's going to roll a 20. So that is fine. It's definitely okay.
Just a nip rather than like a full pin then.
Fair enough. Cool. So that one is done. Anything else on Hodor's turn?
That is all the wolf can do.
No problem. He is there. This one is going to attempt to return the favor. Let's see how it's going to do with the club against the wolf form. So incoming. And a 6 is going to do it no good as this is going on. That is it. Bottom of the turn order, Baldor. There are a few of these other creatures around, but these two horrible-looking tentacle wolf monsters.
Yeah,
it's stuff of nightmares. Yeah.
Tentawolves.
Those certainly don't look humanoid.
Tentawolves.
Right now, they do not look humanoid at all.
These fulfill Baldur's quota of being okay to fight. Strike, right? It was with. Do I not have that anymore? No, I do. Does that still work?
21. Yeah, that would definitely hit.
The damage type. I'm rereading my.
Oh yes.
Things. We'll make it fire damage.
Oof. Okay. So as this is going on, you picked pretty well there. You see the slick surface of this thing start to burn off, like almost like oily, would be the best way of putting it. And as you see the fire sort of spread a little bit there, Baldor, with what you're doing, you can see these strange wooden tentacles underneath that were surrounded by the slime.
Okay. I also do 1d4 extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
Additional 1d4 damage. So...
Another
extra
one. Okay, no problem. But you definitely see this thing recoils back from the fire.
Yeah, second attack. I get 3 attacks, right? 1 main and then 2 if I do Flurry of Blows.
I believe that sounds right for a monk.
Correct? Okay, I will Flurry
Crazy
of Blows.
monk stuff.
For 4 plus 4. Another 6 fire damage.
Very nice.
And then third attack.
Oh my god. How did you get double 20s? That's impossible.
2d4, right? Extra?
Yes, yeah, you'll be doubling everything. Unbelievable.
That means
Two
I
double
get
18s.
advantage for my next turn.
Plus another 3
yeah.
fire damage.
Two Thomas the Tank engines just came directly at my screen.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
all come flying through on that one. So yeah, so from the rest of you guys, you just see sort of Baldur like hit this thing once and then whack, whack, and then the whole thing seems to erupt in flames in the moment, and it is screeching. And as you can see more and more of this wood is catching fire and internally, and as this slick oil is sort of disappearing off of it in the moment, and it's just screaming in pain.
Also,
yeah.
this means the temperature increases and my path of fate changes.
Okay, the snow stops as it warms up.
Baldur is
no.
causing global
Starting
warming.
now, because I'm at
That's what it is.
-3, anyone within 30 feet of me who rolls a 3 or under for an attack roll is considered to have suffered a critical miss.
Oh wow!
So
Okay.
Great.
roll higher than
So you put ones back on the table, basically. Okay, so that is Baldur's turn. Blythe, it's round to you.
So Blythe looks at Baldur do this and just gives him that, the nod,
The man nod of acceptance.
the man
yeah.
nod of the meme, like I knew you had it in you.
knew you had it in you.
But I don't say it with my words. I say it with my eyes. And then I just turn around and shoot this guy.
Fair enough.
Shoot! Oh, 3.
Oh, okay.
That's some
so
critical miss.
it's a critical
No,
miss.
I know it near him. Come
Within
on,
30
over here.
feet,
Within
Baldur
30
said.
feet.
30 feet? That's ridiculous.
yes.
But yeah,
Well,
anyway.
I would have missed anyway.
Yeah, it's a critical miss. But okay, so that is that. Are you moving? Staying put? Oh, you
I
still
will-
have your you still have your wolf.
I will move. I'll move to here.
Fair enough. Nice. And then what about your wolf? Apologies. The token would have moved back off to make room.
Okay. If you want, just put it back because I know that these two are attacking it. No,
Fair.
Iruan will attack with pack tactics.
Oh, hopefully
So
it'll improve.
Bad at hitting. What is going on?
Okay, no.
She's consistent.
Yeah, consistent at the moment. Okay, Zisa, I believe it will come round to your turn here.
So Zisa concentrates, and you see her tattoos shift and go around herself as she uses her arcane intention to change her spells, because she needs something that are more blasty, and she doesn't have that. So even though I just cast Suggestion, I no longer need it, so I'm going to continue concentrating on it, but I'm going to drop that spell, and instead I'm going to splay my fingers, and you see the 3 tips on my right hand are glowing as I cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
So the first Scorching Ray is actually going to pop out of this fire, and it's going to wrap around Hoder, and it's going to attack the one over here.
Okay.
12?
Unfortunately, yes, 12 is a bit too low on this one.
Okay. Well, that's fine. And then another one is going to blast out, and it's going to attack the one that's already somewhat on fire.
Mm-hmm.
22 for 4.
Absolutely hits. More burning of whatever this strange tentacle creature was.
And then Frida and Baldur will see another beam kind of like circle around this thing and then just come back down on it for the final ray. 18 for 9.
Absolutely. For 9 on the big guy, yeah?
Yes, on the one up
No
here.
problem. Yeah. So this thing is horrendously burning and wailing as all this is happening. Rounder, I believe he'll be round to.
Well, hang on. I still have my bonus action is done because I used it to do my arcane tradition.
Right.
Is my guy over here still trying? How is he making with the stack?
He's working on it. It's gonna take him more than a few seconds to make his stack. He's gonna be at it a while for doffing everything.
Good.
That is done. Rounder, then it is round to you.
She will swing at the scary ass tentacle wolf. For reckless. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, look at that on that front. So as this strange tentacle beast is writhing, what appears to look like the head, you cleave whatever it was off, and you spot as the whole of this thing sort of turns to horrible organic sludge on the ground in front of you, and just falls apart.
Ugh, gross.
Yep, black tar over everything.
I was going to move towards the other wolf, but actually she wouldn't care. She will move to the other.
Okay, so yeah, there'll be a sort of a club sort of making its way from behind. And that will be a 13, so it will miss. No problem. And anything else on your turn, or are you done?
That is all good.
Okay. They're all dead. This one is still alive, and he is stacking a stack of his bits, so he will continue. Frida.
Yeah. I will just attack, because that's all I've got left. No more spells. I will crit.
Nice.
Oh my god. Following up after Rowder's sort of swing, where you saw it catch the same thing, you follow suit. The number of hit points left.
I slice it clean in half.
Slice it clean in half. A whole bunch of things happen at once as these things drop. The black sludge of these things just falls over everything as a start point. And Blythe, you watch as the creature that you're fighting against grabs at its neck and starts to choke, and then that seems to drop as you watch as all these others sort of collapse, and there is like pools of black ooze falling off some of them as they do. But yes, this will be bringing us to the end of the combat here, and we will be dealing with the aftermath, but we will quickly go grab a break, grab a drink, and then quickly return and deal with the next bets. So we will go to break now for a few minutes. All right, everybody, so yes, we are back. Combat is over. The strange wolven tentacle monsters have been dealt with. Other bodies have fallen to the ground. You can hear also that the whatever was going on with other bits of battle have all started to disappear as well, as the rest of the War clan have stopped fighting, and it's kind of like all of the enemies were dealt with at the same moment. Whatever was going on, Blythe, as you see, like, a little bit of black ooze coming off of some of these things. But there are now numerous bodies of things around you guys.
Before
this is
one dies and it's choking,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to try something.
No problem.
Before it actually dies, I'd like to run up and give it 1 HP of Lay on Hands. It cures disease and neutralizes any poison.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Seeing
on that front.
if this is some sort of like weird disease,
No
although
problem.
we know it's magical.
No worries. I think Frida, you, as you see this thing is doing that, and you try it in the moments, it doesn't seem to have any effect on what's going on. But you do see whatever that blackness that was coming on sort of is almost vaporized in the moments as it's going on, and then it dawns on you this is very similar to what you've seen with some of this stuff as it sort of collapses to the ground. I think probably at that moment you pull back whatever's going on around its neck, and you do see the thorns that you've seen previously, and then you start putting two and two together in the moments.
Wait, could this be what attacked the village settlement, rather than the actual volcano itself? Big dogs, no mercy.
I would assume so. I do not think these are
Where's
thinking
Jason?
rationally.
Let's go and ask Jason.
Yeah,
The goal
before you
seemed
do actually move off, Blythe, give me a history check with advantage, please, for your character.
Love advantage.
Okay.
History. That's not an advantage yet. Oh, but it was.
Okay, with a 12. Well, that is still enough. If you had to guess what this was, you would say that was a small Jotun directly in front of you. For the first time in your life.
You start.
A baby Yoda?
Lisa.
Baby Yoda.
Zisa's in the middle of kneeling next to the goopy wolf thing, and looks at Blythe. Yes.
What do you see? This is a small Jotun.
Jotun, by definition, are not small. They are ice giants.
Yes, I know.
But if you had to guess what you're looking at, Blythe, you get that sense this is some form of a Jotun.
Look at the structure of the bones here. And the slight indentations of the cheekbones here.
I will have to study this further, and while I'm studying, that's me having to least step away. So I'll be back in a minute, gang.
No problem. Yeah. So yeah, as
Issa, let me ask you more questions.
as Zisa is in depth in thought as this is going on, but yeah, it's this kind of. I mean, you've been training your entire life to see creatures like this. It's kind of like it's smaller than you expected.
This to her as well.
Yeah, it's smaller than you expected, Blythe. But you think maybe these are what they are. Yeah.
So it was the things that are like that have turned into goop, right?
The things that are turning into goop. No, that's something else. You haven't had a look at that. This is these sort of half orc looking beings, if that makes sense. They look more like
that's
being
what I drag
related.
over to Issa then.
Yeah, so you drag the body over on that front, and clearly there are signs of these thorns embedded in the body as you're looking at it. But yeah, the black tar of everything else is covering the gunk of other stuff as this is going on. Does Hodor change out of form, or does he stay?
I would like to be a person again.
No problem. He can come out of transformation easy enough.
That's always very disturbing to see.
Yes, the undead version, will pass without issue as this is all going on.
It's not the most comfortable thing for me either, if I'm being honest.
It does not look like it. Did you realize your bones break? That's unsettling.
I feel it. It's quite unsettling to feel, if I'm being honest, but the bone cracking is a soothing sound to me, so...
Yeah.
Hodor is gonna squat by this goop, and with a stick, he's going to start funneling it into some sort of little pot thing he's probably got on him.
He would have like Viking drinking horns. He could use something like that, and
I don't
seal
drink, so that works.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you're sealing a stopper full of this black goop into your one of your drinking horns. That's no problem on that one. As the Jason Momoa, the gully, will make his way over, and he takes a look at it and says, "So it is things like this that we have to fight. Hell sends us here for this, I'm sure. This is why my sister is here. This is why the clan are here." And he starts to kneel down and look at the mess of this of whatever this is. Yeah.
I would like to insight check to see if he
He's being honest.
is surprised by these things, or like, because he's like, so these are the things. Instead, if he really knows what they are, then
Yeah, you can make an insight check on him and see what he's doing.
Are any of these two people on the wolves, the lady we saw in our sleep, or are they not big? The wolves aren't big enough for the wolf that we saw in the sleep.
Well, they're wolf in form, but no, whatever you saw was large enough to look like it was going to eat the moon. Okay. So yeah, very very different in scale, if that makes sense. But you can give me I'm going to say an insight check, because it's kind of insight into a dream, if that makes sense. So you could give me that.
I'm assuming mine isn't good enough, which I'm really annoyed about, because Seb finally got a 20, which meant I could use advantage on my next roll, yes. And that was a waste of an advantage on my next roll.
Yeah, Frida, if you with a 16, I would say you think you would recognize the eyes, and it's kind of like they were the eyes of that woman that was in that strange shrine place on that strange magical island. Yeah, you think you were talking about those eyes, if you had to guess at anything. Sorry, Hodo, your insight hard to read, unfortunately, in this case. He rolls a 20, so yeah, he did very well. He's harder to read in this case.
I suggest I know you adamant that your sister will not be under this spell or whatever, but
she will not.
I don't think it's as easy as saying she will not.
Hell is on our side. When a god is on your side, there's a good chance that you're going to be fine.
I would know better than anyone that may be true, but again, it might not be that easy.
Tell me, have you ever seen your god? He sort of looks at you like...
Probably. I have no idea.
maybe in
Has
dreams.
He ever seen his god?
Yeah.
Have you? Or has your sister seen your god and told you?
It is also your god, Blind. Our god.
Trying to make your point here.
Our god.
Also, do not forget that Hell is the god of death. Yeah?
She's the god of the underworld, yes.
I think she would serve her own purposes. I don't think that using us mere mortals as pawns in some sort of scheme would be beneath 100%. Anyone.
There are bigger games to be played. The gods are playing them. I have no doubt on this. But be under no surprise, these are the enemy of hell. This is why my sister is here.
Oh, these are the enemy of everyone.
Then we have mutual enemies. This is probably a good sign. Maybe that is why we are here, to see if my sister and whatever was going on, whether that bodes well for you. It may. I do not know. All I know is these damn... And he turns with the tusser over and looking at these damn thorns have caused enough trouble already.
Usually I would agree with you that they are enemies of your god, but we have seen firsthand that we have witnessed that your god is not doing what they should be doing. We have witnessed things come back to life. So we are obviously
only if she
on edge about that.
We shall see. Well, my sister will have more insight, I am sure. We will see what she says. Maybe she has more from hell than I have. And to your question, yes, I have seen her, but not in a long time. And like most, I did not have a good time of it. He sort of chuckles as it goes on.
I chuckle too.
So you guys are managed to finish your long rest and have a sleep for the rest of your evening, so you can travel on the next day.
I will put all of the bodies into one pile and set a light to them.
I will help him
And
with
say
that.
say a prayer. As
No
Frida
problem.
does.
No problem. Yes, if Frida, you do on that one. Hodo, you can make as you're doing this. I need you to. You can make an Arcana or just an investigation check with what you've got going on, and you can have an advantage with this.
Ooh, either one.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, Arcana. That's my best. 24.
Okay, 24. You can see the ironwood links with what's going on here. Again, more of this ironwood being put to different uses than would be in the natural world. These things are reek of magical construct. But yes, this is people using ironwood in very strange ways, manipulating it in very strange ways.
Okay, so noticing that ironwood has been used on these bodies, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Because I already have the femur with it in it, with it.
With a thorn in it, you do actually have that. Yes.
I need a fresh one, so I will chop off like an arm from down this lower bit, and I will take that.
Okay.
I would like to watch Hodor chopping this arm because I don't believe that he can do it.
I have strength.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Hodor has the gauntlets of strength.
Gauntlets of strength.
Just rip it. I'll get my spear and I'll just like.
Yeah, it's with surprising strength because of what's going on.
When did you get those?
I've got +4. We got we got gauntlets of ogre power,
Well, and no one could make any use of them, so they ended up going to Hodor.
I was the only one that was weak enough for them to benefit.
Was it on the volcano island or something?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was the wizard, the Iron Thrall wizard that you guys fought in the lava place. He had them on him, so he was a strength wizard. And now there is a strength druid. Yes, out from all of that.
Yeah, I can take this arm off easily.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, cool. I'll pop that in my bag of teeth and bones.
No problem. Okay.
You need to get like a bag of refrigerating or something, a bag of cooling.
Yeah.
On that one. Okay, so yes, you guys will carry on. The rest of the evening will pass. Not much more sleep is had before the sun comes up, and you will be able to move on once again as time will pass. You leave the burning buildings behind, and your camp from previous, and you do make your way on, following the tracks, and for about another half a day's march. As this is all going on, you will be going onwards to what looks to be another village coming up. So about half a day's march. Go ahead.
So the tracks that came from this wrecking.
Yes, yeah, you've been following them for about half a day. They carried on. They carried on for half a day. Yes, yeah.
So what we thought of, it was actually the people that we just fought that did this is probably not true. Probably.
No, yeah, the tracks the tracks are still ongoing as far as you can see that you're actually following. So about half a day's march further forward as you will carry on. You are going through more tree-covered canyons, and it brings you out into a small tributary branching off from the main river. It descends gently into a small, partly frozen lake off to one side. You find that there are the burnt remains of dozens and dozens of longships on the side of the lake. ice covering some of the vessels. The whole form of this place is sort of covered. This western shore of this what was a village of some description. There is nothing but burnt boats and lots of them as this is going on. They are. That is a vast number of ships, and even looking from this distance, not Viking ones, Bendor style ships.
Where in the hell's name are all these Bendor ships coming from?
I do not know, but your clan does not seem to be taking kindly to them settling near their land.
I understand that though. They don't like. We're a very private clan. It's taken decades for us to come out and trade with others.
This is big. This is big for the War clan to be doing what they're doing. This is big stuff. Yeah.
Out of character, big stuff, or just like, as in like it's completely bizarre that they're doing this. Is that?
I don't know about completely bizarre because what you do for a god is a little hard to say on that one. But what you're looking at is literally the burnt remains of basically a Bendor fleet. Something that could literally take on the clans, if that makes sense.
Have we even got that many people? Because we're a small clan, right?
You are a small clan, yeah, but the warrior forces of you lot are apparently all here.
We are very strong.
Well, you do have some advantages. The other clans do not. Which there seems to be a load of hell's pets with you, as in wolves. Whether you believe that or not, Blind, is up. Yeah, is up to you. But yes, as this is going on, you're looking at all these burnt out ships, destroyed, or as much as you can see. Bodies littered around the place again, but in less number. Clearly someone has been through here very thoroughly, destroying whatever's going on as all this is going on. Anyone making any investigation checks of some of this?
I will divine sense again.
Absolutely.
While we're here.
Can I do perception instead of investigation?
You can do perception, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
26. Okie dokie.
Can anyone roll investigation?
Yes, you can roll investigation, Baldor, or Hodor you can if you wish as well, or anyone else that wishes to roll in these cases on that one. They are burnt ships, Baldor. You managed to investigate and find that out as that is going on.
Hodor's like, yes, brother, they are. They are on fire. Yes.
It's been very badly burnt out and taken out. Blythe, you're the one that realizes first. They're not using regular wood. These ships are being built out of the same strange blue iron wood that you have seen used in other ways in other places. So these boats would have not only been capable fighting ships, they would have been, twice or three. The hulls would have been twice or three times the strength of a standard wooden ship, if that makes sense. They would have been super strong, and each one of them would have been made of this stuff.
Hodor, bring me that rib cage full of wood.
Perfectly normal sentence.
The rib cage full of wood.
So I think Hodor, what it is he starts pointing out just how much of this is made of ironwood. Vast amounts of it. Yeah.
These boats are made entirely of ironwood.
And ironwood is not something that you have laying around. If that means there's not trees everywhere of ironwood. If that makes sense.
You haven't seen the inside of my pocket.
No, but the fact that you're seeing, you've seen bits of it. You've even found live little trees of it, but the overall, you've never, this amount of iron wood. I mean, that would be like chopping down half a forest worth of ironwood to make this happen, kind of thing.
Hodor does look like a kid in a sweet shop, realizing that.
I thought it was very extremely rare.
100%.
Where would they have such a mass amount of ironwood?
must be some sort of unmarked land somewhere that we don't know about where they grow. And Hodor will be grabbing
we've
bits
mapped
from
all the
his
seas,
pocket.
though.
not quite.
All the islands around here are mapped.
I mean,
Well, do not know
the
what you mean.
lands of the Witch King in the middle of the map. They are the big woods there are all ironwood. I mean, that is known by all the raiders, but it's kind of one of those things of no one lives that goes there. But yeah, other times ironwood is very rare. It's in very few places here and there. Frida, you know the Volve have had some ironwood trees at times, but not many, like one or two, but not a lot of it. Let's put it that way. But this would be a vast amount. Would be the way of putting it. Yes, you're getting that same sense that you were getting when at the granary. So the bodies here, you're getting that same sense of potential, shall we say?
Can I? I have very bad intelligence as wisdom, but can I do a medicine check to see if any of these are inflicted with the same curse or whatever's happening?
Yeah, absolutely.
With these bodies.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you can make a wisdom check and see. Yeah.
8.
Yeah, no, not quite picking that up in the moment, but you're still getting that same sense that you've had before.
Can I check if the bones in these bodies have ironwood embedded in them, like the ones I have already?
Yeah, absolutely. You can. Yeah, you can definitely check out the bodies and make a medicine or investigation check and see how you do.
They're the same, but medicine I think makes more sense.
As a quick cursory look over the bodies, you pick out the obvious that you don't see any thorn marks or anything like that on any of the ones that are more intact. They seem like regular folk from what you can tell. But they are dressed as Bendor Kingdom folk rather than Viking raiders. But yeah, you don't get much more than that in the moment on that one. I will give you I'll give you an intelligence check though. Oof, okay.
I'm so distracted by the bits of ironwood around. I'm overwhelmed.
There's a lot going on. But yeah, as this is going on, you don't pick up much more. Do you guys do anything more with the bodies, or are you going to be doing what you've been doing, Frida, or is it more? Is there left this time?
I've been.
I'll help her with the burning, and do you think Caesar would set them on fire?
She's been doing that previously, so I'm going to say yes. Yeah. She would be up to do for doing.
She questioned it last time, so I was wondering if she.
Her off just goes like, "You said do this." Yeah, she's like, "Yes, of course."
she would definitely follow through.
Anything you say,
senpai.
Don't make it canon. Don't make it canon.
Well, we have a recording.
She calls
of that
her
now.
off senpai.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
These are character choices. Okay.
These are character choices. Yeah, we'll let him have.
No,
choices.
that's for our next. That's for the next campaign. Is sorry, you're going to
go to the senpai mode.
Yeah,
fair enough. So I think
we just leave it.
Yeah, I think the way this works out, you guys, you burn the bodies, you leave the wreckage, and I think you guys slowly but surely start making your way through this fleet of broken ships, making your way slowly through, taking most of it in as this is going on. But you eventually do come out into another section here where the forest continues on for a little bit until you enter a frozen glade. On there you find that there are creaking ropes that rise above on parts of the trees around you. Everything seems fairly quiet. There are 4 armored men wearing blood-splattered white cloaks that dangle from the nooses along the glade's edge. At least a dozen other armoured soldiers have been torn apart, their bodies strewn and scattered around the clearing. A trail of wolf tracks and raider boot prints and blood leads off, heading in the west. In the centre of the clearing stands the blackened stump of what was once a moderate-sized tree, wisps of smoke emanating from it. A woman, armour-clad as well, dangles by her feet from the branches of the nearest tree and the stump. Her head is just inches from the ground. There is a pool of blood freezing beneath her. There is still breathing. There is still movement from this
I cut it down.
Woman that is upside down, bleeding out, and in this space. Frida, you cut her down from the tree.
Whoa! Before I do,
that's okay. That's all right. You tell me.
I will divine sense before, because this is a creepy situation.
Yeah,
well,
no problem.
Whilst that's happening as well, is this a common practice of the?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask him.
Is that something we've done prior?
No. But if you had to guess, Blythe, this is someone making a statement. But yeah, you wouldn't say this was common.
Okay.
But I would give you that, raiders are capable of making scary statements.
It's not taught in raiding school.
It's not taught in to do in normal raiding, but this is this could be a scare tactic that is kind of going on.
Okay.
But yeah, so Frida, you get that same from the bodies. You get that same potential that you've had before, but not anything in the moment, and nothing from her as this is going on.
Yeah, I will cut her down then, and I will give her 5 lay on hands to try and
she sort of
stabilize.
She sort of breathes and hard on that one, and she says, "What is this? Go ahead. I've endured enough. Just kill me and be done with it."
I just healed you. Why would I kill you?
She sort of blinks a bit and sort of like,
Who are you? Sorry. We're traveling through, searching for the Warclan, and
you're not.
We see this monstrosity ahead of us, and see that you're still alive.
Yeah, I mean, she looks confused that you are raiders. But you are also, in the same breath, saying that you are not Wa. I am from Rockpike nearby. What are you doing here? Why are you helping me? And Frida, you recognize that name from your past. You would recognize your home from that name.
What do you mean you're from there? Who are you?
I'm one of the king's men. We are left to die here by the clan. I guess if you're not here to finish me off, what are you doing here?
We are here to investigate the curse. Sorry, James. Is that my hometown, or is that near my hometown?
That would be technically what you remember being the name of your home place. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Sorry, you've rattled me a little bit. That name, that is where I'm from. I'm from there.
But
I used to be.
She's so confused because you're
used
literally
to be the princess.
She has no idea. No, she's looking at you like what you're saying. What? And she sort of looks at you a little bit more and says, "But what?" Yeah, she can't get her head around what you're saying on that one.
Well, don't worry. We're here to help. We do have the Warclan with us, but not the people who attacked you.
Her eyes go wide in the moment and say, What is going on here? Either kill me or let me free. Don't toy with me. What is
No. I will protect you with my life. You have told me that you are from my kingdom. I haven't been back there.
I'm literally one of the King Cendric's men.
Yes. Sorry. Our kingdom was raided, and my parents, who were the king and queen, were killed in that raid, and the kingdom was taken over, and I've never been able to find my way back.
She's just she's on. Make a persuasion check, Frida, but she is aghast by what you're even.
I mean, I'm not telling a lie.
No, but you have to.
That's
you
why
do
you're
have to persuade.
persuading,
That's
you
why you're
pig.
persuading. On
Hey!
that
Oh, I can't roll a
one.
one.
You
I
cannot
cannot
roll a one. Oh my god.
Pinocchio's like, yeah, again.
Way!
Okay,
Not bad.
on that one, she's like, I don't know, but I mean, none of this makes any sense. But if you let me warn the king what is going on out here, I mean, maybe we can stand a chance. Maybe there is something. Don't let the war. And she's sort of looking past you guys and just sees the looming things of the wolves and the gull are sort of gull are behind on that front as they sort of are starting to make their way forward. You've got
going to
moments, Frida, to make choices.
I'm going to whisper into her ear with nobody listening. Do you think you can make it back on your own?
I'll bloody crawl from here if I have to.
Oh, this is such a bad decision, but I'm going to dump all of my lay on hands for her to.
Oof.
So that's 20 HP in total.
Okay.
And tell her to leave now before they come.
Or play dead. Which way are you playing it?
Oh yeah, play dead. That would be fine.
Okay. So most are not aware of what's going on in the moment, but she will play dead. Those around her, so the rest of the group here, you were fairly close. You know, part of this is a ruse, because there's movement, but she's now playing dead.
I will turn and say, I'm begging you all, just tell them that she is dead. I'm sorry, Blythe, but your clan can no longer be trusted. They are killing innocent people without any thought in their mind. And this practice of hanging, I do not condone this at all.
This is something I've never seen. And, a usual display for our clan. It's obviously sending a message. What it's designed to do, but I will say nothing.
So the gull's men look over and sort of as they sort of wander into the space as you guys are slowly, quietly talking amongst yourselves in the moment, and then he sort of looks and says, "Go ahead, Foda. What are you doing?"
I would have as she lays down, I would have made using Druidcraft. I would have made a sensory effect of a dead body.
Okay, yeah. So a little bit.
So
just
it smells. There's like that smell to it.
And the wolves are even more like.
Yeah, so that they can't sniff out her being
on that one. Fair enough. As this is all going on,
before they come up, I will slip her my knife, my family insignia.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, interesting. Okay,
because I have the shield, so I know what the insignia looks like.
Yeah. No, so passing her a knife in the moments as she plays dead, and then the gull sort of makes his way up, not close, but literally pulls his men up on that front and says, "More dead? Anything else? We must be close. The tracks are fresher here."
And let us continue.
So angry right now.
We go.
I'm going to cut the actual dead bodies down and burn them because this is a very disgusting end for them.
Hang on, so you're going to do that, but leave one dead body on the floor?
No, I can't. Oh shit!
Ooh,
yeah,
choices.
that's why I said. Yeah. That's why I said we go.
Okay,
and I just tried to get it on with it.
That is fine then.
Yeah, I mean,
I will come back for them.
He's kind of you get the sense he's like, yeah, leave the statement. So he's kind of pleased that you guys are thinking of leaving the bodies in some way. As you guys will move away then from this glade as this is all going on and continuing further on into the past the glade and further on as this is all going on. Things will move on as you guys will come out a little further on. You end up going up over a rise. The hills sort of thin out, and Frida, you do get the first shots of seeing your home from a distance. As you guys are sort of looking on, you can see there are numerous switchback like bridges linking across the hills, making their way over to where the actual city is, and you can already see off to one side there is a large encampment, many people working, and there is definitely the signs of shall we say manufacture of weapons and equipment, as you can see the War clan have built a very large encampment and are laying siege to this place as this is all going on. So yes, you guys can as you sort of get to this point, the gull will come forward and he says, we find them at last. I think at this point I should probably go ahead. If my people are seen first, we can warn them of the parley, and you will be able to pass freely. And then we can have our discussions with my sister. If this suits.
Don't have much choice really, do
Yeah, Hoda just like nods because he doesn't trust himself to speak at the moment.
No worries. So what you guys watch as the War clan group, the gull at the front, the large wolves will slowly chomp into the distance in front of you guys, passing over the bridges, and you are now for the first time left alone with the War clan now moved on and forward, and you have choices to make, I guess, on what your next steps. It sounds like your parley is going to be approved. You're just waiting on it, but does anyone confront Frida about what's gone on?
Frida.
Haven't I gone with the girl?
You were supposed to.
It's up to you, Blythe. Yeah, do you want to be going forward or not?
Yeah, because I want to make sure it's going to happen as well. I don't think Blythe.
That's all right. No problem. Yeah, so Blythe moves on. So the wolf clans continue on. The rest of you are left in the moments as this goes on. But yeah, obviously a few of you are aware of what Frida has said and or what's gone on. But yeah, does anyone confront him about what's going on?
Not Zisa, because the owl has flown and has landed on Blythe's shoulder, and she has gone wide-eyed, so she's just sitting on the ground with her eyes closed, basically.
No problem.
All you can hear is Blythe saying to the girl, "You know that Frida cut down that woman and saved her life."
Choices.
I don't.
Choices.
I don't.
I know. So yes, Zisa, you do see that. As that's going on, you will see as Blythe and the group go, there are little pockets of archers lined up above the bridges that are watching them, but they are allowed to pass without issue. You will see slowly as they get a bit closer to the camp, then that they are literally building either catapults or trebuchets. Things like that are being built within this encampment. There are hundreds of War in front of this place. This is big stuff. They are literally going to be laying siege to this place fairly shortly. However, the weaponry is not fully constructed yet. They are not prepared to go for it, from what you can tell in these moments. But as that's playing out, is there any discussions that are had with Frida or any of this before?
Frida is very much just staring at this kingdom and the camp, like really just angry and in her own world at the moment.
Hodor will turn to Frida and will say, "I completely support your actions. The way the War have been behaving is not acceptable. in my eyes, and it seems you have a connection with that woman, and defending your own is important. We'll support you through this. Well, I will, and I'm sure Boulder will as well, but
I do not have a connection to her, but this kingdom, it was where I was born. It was, as you saw in that dream, it was where I was raided and taken from. It is no longer my kingdom, but I haven't been able to find it ever since. And
now home is in front of you. Yeah,
I cannot let it, even though it is not my kingdom, I cannot let it fall, especially to the War clan. Since Blythe is not here, I will talk freely. I do not trust them anymore. They are my enemy from now on, and that is not something I say calmly, I guess.
I was guided to mistrust them as well. So, I will support you if you choose to break this parlay to fight them. I'll be
Entire clan? I get out.
I do not think we can take on the entire clan, but if we can get inside the wall, we might be able to defend them.
Yourself.
Yeah. Hodor has no experience of leading anyone against anything, so he's like, I've only read books, and it's usually a group of 4 people against 500, and it works fine. So that's his.
I'm saying that Rowder could just do like chip damage to them, come back every day, and just keep taking 1 or 2 out.
But you do know for now you're at least still under the parlay rules are still in place for now, if that makes sense, until you break them or they break them. You are not in so far in any worry, if that makes sense for now. But we shall we shall see. After a little while, it seems that the gull has managed to reach an encampment on the inside. Blythe, you are sort of taken in with them, and it seems that there is the clan are sort of being are building up their second part of their defenses. There are 2 encampments. One that seems to be like a front area where they are building like the catapults, etc. And then there is a rear area where there appears to be a fair number of men that are being made ready for whatever is to come. I will bring you through to the map, but obviously only Blythe will technically be there as this is all going on.
And Zeus's bird.
And Zeus's bird on his shoulder. Yes, technically, on that front. But yes, so I'll bring you over here, Blythe, because you're basically all you're basically taken through the camp. There are numerous men, but the gull eventually does find his sister in amongst all of them, and they are sort of reunited in the moment as this woman is greets him well, and they have some discussions for a few moments before she sort of steps over towards you, Blythe, and says, "Greetings, you're one of us. I have not met you before."
Blythe of the Gwyndaf family.
I know the family. Reclusive. And watchers, as I recall, from what I remember of my history.
We are. I am, unfortunately, the last of them.
Odd you return to us these times. Maybe not. There is a lot going on now.
Certainly is.
Hell asks a lot of us now. And maybe it seems there is more going on with you. We were asked to look into whatever was going on with you and the Volve were after with the place down in Keckle, the tower, the mysterious place. I was not sent to attack, but I have now since been explained that maybe other forces have interfered with that. We've been seeing a lot of it. People marked by thorns. We've had to root out much of this ourselves. The enemies are moving, and it seems like maybe we have more of the same enemies. Maybe that makes your friends allies? I do not know yet. Only hell will be able to tell.
They are a fine band. I can vouch for them. They actually wish to parley with yourself. I come as a representative to show good faith and show that I being part of the war clan, I can vouch for them, and also I travel with your brother as well.
Indeed. And my wolf has not killed you on sight, so this is good.
It's always a benefit.
Yeah, she seems to know. And she sort of gives her a pat. This thing is ginormous as this is going on. But
Iron is still a pup, you see, in comparison.
They're an amazing
more battles
gift
to see. Yes.
Very well. We will have this parley, and we will see where it will head.
May I ask you a question before they come?
Of course.
I wish to know the reasoning behind brutality. Can't remember the names.
The Bendor, or against this
Bendor,
Kingdor,
yes. Yeah.
We must make a lesson. Did you not see what this enemy has created? Did you not see what we burned already? Ships, armies. They seek to threaten us. And I don't just mean us, I mean raiders in general. I think we were here to stop this. I think we were here to stop whatever the Ironwood is up to.
Do you think they are the cause of these infections?
Yes, I do. Hell would not have brought us here for any other reason than to deal with bigger problems.
Would it not be more beneficial to burn them then? Like we do our enemies in battle? The last thing we want is
I did not want to give them honor.
But if you leave that ironwood sprout, was more problems further down the line, could it not?
It could, but I would think Hell would make sure that whatever rose would be in her control. She is the goddess of death.
She is.
I am not saying any of this is good, but I think it is what it must be done. And this is what she asks of us. I may not know all of her whims. She is a god after all. But there must be more to this. And wherever we go, there seems to be more to it. Already we see creatures, we see other things in control of what is going on. I am assuming whatever is in that kingdom is not normal. It is under the control of something else and has the power of something else. At least this is what I believe.
If it is so, then I agree. It must be stopped.
It justifies the means.
Threat beyond my understanding, and I agree. If this is where we need to stop it, this is where we need to stop it. I even think that, you know, the brutal nature of the deaths of what we've seen, it may be too much, but like you say, the end justifies the means.
I think it does. Tell me, if your friends are to come here, do you think they will help us in this?
I believe our goals align. I know they do not agree with some of the things they've seen, but I also know that they know that it needs to be stopped, so I believe so.
Well, we will call them forth. And if they are willing, and if you are willing, then we will go and see Hel and see what she has to say.
As you say.
Okay. So yeah, a bit of time goes. A signal flare goes up. You guys take that to mean that the parlay is on. And I will say that with a bit of time, you guys will cross the bridges, slowly making your way closer and closer to the city, or at least these outskirts here, whereby, you definitely see archers stationed up on higher hills, looking down, watching you guys, but no one is attacked. Obviously, Zisa has been aware of what's been going on.
Yeah, Zisa points out like where
things will be.
Yeah, Zisa points out where things will be and has transcribed that meeting basically verbatim, without like turning off her senses. So basically, whatever conversation was being had amongst the group, she just talks. So hopefully they'd shut up enough to hear her.
No worries.
Oh, yeah, they would.
No worries. So yeah, we'll have a quick passing of time as you guys make your way closer and closer to town and to this area. But we'll basically say that the scene reconvenes as you're all sort of on edge, but welcomed to this space as this is going on. And Athos will be introduced to you all, and I don't know how much of everything that has already been said you are aware of, but you are here now, and your parlay is still inactive at the moment, is active. So now we discuss. Now we figure out what the next steps are. What is it
Someone
that you
else
seek?
will have to talk.
Yeah, Frida is quiet.
Not.
Yeah, that's going on. Your friend here, Blythe, has spoken well of you, and I have no reason to doubt one of my clan, as she sort of nods towards Blythe as this is all going on. You know what we are doing here, to a degree, I guess. But if you have questions, now is the time.
Balder, but I assume he's here.
Sorry, Seb, what was that?
I cannot see Balder, but I assume he's here.
Oh, he is 100% here, and I will bring him in for you. 1 second. Let's bring you in. I think it might have been because it was going to be it might have been one of the weeks you were away.
Yeah.
Originally, Seb. So yeah, let me bring you across.
There was two of me, mine. So maybe that's.
Oh yeah, that's probably what's actually going on with some of this.
So Blythe will say, "This is Frida. This is our captain of our vessel, and this is Herolf. This is our." How would Herolf be? Raid leader?
Yeah, kind of. He's the Hallwick raid leader, but yeah, he's very quiet and standoffish about all of what's going on. It's,
we also have the Orn leader as well.
You do, yes, yeah. Thorngerd is with you. So yeah, there are sort of introductions are made and all the rest of it on that front. And
this is Zarauda. She can't die. This is Yisa. She has knowledge of magic, but no social knowledge. This is Hoda. It's not the bones. It's the actual person.
Fair enough.
This is Baldur. He punches with the strikes of the elements.
Fair enough.
It is true. I am very impressive.
So you
Do we
see,
know,
we are
James,
here.
what?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Do you know, James, what connection Hell has to the Ironwood, or?
No, I don't believe any of you do have. You have no inklings of any of that yet. I don't think you are.
Seems she wants gone,
lacking.
so-
You are lacking information at the moment. However, you are. Yeah, you are. You have been told that whatever's going on here, she has ordered these people here to do this. Or is that's what they're saying? So as far as that, whether that's true, yeah, that's different.
We can also meet her apparently. So
Indeed.
Are you aware that the influence of the Ironwood and is it Lich King, or sorry?
So the Witch King and the Matron of
Witch King
of the Ironwood are all part of one thing.
And the Witch King are in this land. We were attacked by them last night.
So have we. I am
So then you
assuming
are aware-
these are retaliations for what we have already done. And she smiles at that a little bit.
So you believe that your actions here are opposed to the Matron of the Ironwood?
We believe so. Someone has given them so much ironwood they have been able to build a fleet in secret that we have now destroyed. Yes, we definitely believe that we are dealing with whatever's going on there. And it does not surprise me that they had taken steps to try and subvert orders that were sent to my brother.
Can I insight check her? To see
Yeah,
if-
absolutely.
I
you
would
can,
think
yeah.
so.
For the
Oof,
love
gang-
of
gang.
God.
Yeah, she's just hard to read, yeah, on that one.
Are we to believe that you think messages sent to your brother to harry us on our business from the Volve was due to these complications?
I do. I do not know all of what Hell wants with you, but we were to figure out what was going on with you and keep tabs. Now, whether that makes you my enemy, I do not know, but I have not been told directly that you are. So someone
But-
wanting to make you my enemy, I think that means something.
There's a saying in Hollywood that says the enemy of my enemy is my ally.
You could be. I don't know that for certain, but you could be. But she will know, if you are willing to go talk with her.
Talk to Hell directly. You have the ability to make that happen.
Yes. Yes, we do. We all got here via her. We travel the Hellmoors when we need to. She lets the wolves lead us through. Our way here is not far. I can show you. And then she can be the judge.
Zisa glances at Blythe.
Yeah, you've never done anything with the underworld or met Hell or anything like that, Blythe. But this is like it's supernatural stuff that she's spouting here.
If she can open a gateway for us to speak or see Hell, and I think that's something we should explore.
Then it is agreed. She will be the judge. Whether we are friend
Also-
or enemy, we will find out from her.
Also, Blythe actually worships Hell, so
Like a fanboy moment to meet her.
yeah, like it should. He's questioned a lot of things lately, but I mean, to meet Hell would be pretty
Big. Yeah.
sick,
Or this
right?
person
Yeah.
is claiming they can on that front.
Does my divine sense, my last divine sense,
In this in the camp at the moment. No.
60 foot around me. Around the camp.
No, nothing's pinging as you do all of this. All
when it comes
normal.
to Ragnarok, what is Hell's role in that?
That's a difficult one, Zisa. I mean, she is
the usher
yeah. She ushers people to the underworld. There is stories of the dead will, will rise on the world at the end of everything, if that makes sense. But that doesn't. There's no definitives, if that makes sense, and especially not in stories of Ragnarok, if that makes sense. I mean, it is the end of everything, and it is the dead are literally raid the lands of the living at the whole shebang. But it doesn't necessarily mean what alignment that is. It just means that everything happens. You don't know, implications. I mean, she's always the boogeyman to most clans. Because of who and what she is. Blythe to you, that's not the same, but she is the passing of transition for death and the guardian of what has to be beyond. Someone has to do the job, but that doesn't necessarily make her evil.
Isos in it. Doesn't Isos go?
Currently in a different plane of existence.
Yes, in a different world. So it sounds like you guys do agree to be taken to wherever this is to speak with Hell, unless there's anyone needs anything else from this scene first.
Can I do a religion check on what the possible consequences of us meeting a god is? As in, like,
never meet your heroes.
Well, like Greek mythology, if you gaze upon them too long, you like turn into flames. That kind of like, if you're around them for too, I just.
That would be inconvenient for a few.
Just that whole nonsense.
I won't let you roll for it because anything that you would know would be like legends of people just literally erupting in flame or dying instantly, or the dead rising around them. It would be all legends. It wouldn't be anything based on anything that you would know, if that makes sense. But anything creepy you could think of, you probably heard it.
And she's alive. So
yeah,
again, true. And the goal is
as somebody who uses the god's powers and is probably closest to God in this campaign. What would Frida know if this is not possible? Because of course it probably is possible, but how likely it would be that this person can just take us all to meet Hell?
It would be
if Hell is just,
it would be extremely unlikely.
but she's just chilling.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But like, is Hell one of those like a god that would interact with mortals like this? Or because I know
not that you've ever heard of, and do you remember your gods are kind of the gods of the Stone Court, and they're all sort of frozen in stone would be the best way of putting it. They have minimal power leaching into the world. I mean it's all boogeyman stories and all the rest. Frida is the honest truth. What she's saying is incredibly unlikely, but you don't have any reference of dealing with the gods on that direct a path, if that makes sense. Yours is never like that, if that makes sense. Yours is literally more taking power from
just
them.
Trying to find in the player's handbook, not the player's handbook, the handout.
Yeah, there's a little bit too much spoilers in some of them. But there is a list of the Stone Court gods in there, and
I don't think Thonia is part of the Stone Court. I think he's, and I think Death is also. They're both.
Hell is not in the Stone Court. I know that.
She's definitely not. No, she's definitely.
I'm pretty sure Thonia isn't.
She's too cool for it,
and I can't find it. It's somewhere in here.
Yeah, but in changes of things, you've never directly had connection. You've maybe had spiritual experiences, but you've not like a god appears in front of you, kind of with a burning bush.
So Thonia, Hell, and Murgle, the god of trickery, all primal powers. They are not the
Right.
stone.
So your one you believe in is more closely related to hell. So that probably makes you feel a bit more like there's more connection there. I would give you that. But you've not had an experience of directly meeting a god, if that makes sense, or know of anyone that has.
Frida is visibly very tense and quite worried about this experience. I think that apparently we're going to go just talk to a god. But she will play along.
Okay.
She knows we will probably die if we just start a fight.
Okie dokie. So as we we'll take you across to the larger map so we can see where you're currently at versus what is actually going on. So you guys make your way. This is all the encampment of the War here. There is you've seen all of these encampments up further, which are the where they're building weaponry and bits for the siege. However, the party are taken further along, deeper into the forests and across a small icy lake into some space beyond. A bit of a walk. There's less of the War clan with you now, but there is, a fair entourage, shall we say, as they are taking you there. And you're taken to another space a bit further on nearer the lake as this is going on. Let me grab the a low mound of earth has risen up, and what you can see in front of you is what you can only describe as a ridiculously strange gate that seems to be completely out of place in the space a bit further ahead of you guys, as Athos and the War clan all come to a halt and sort of look at you all and sort of take a moment, and she says, "You will not enter hell. She will not allow it. But if you make your way to the edge of the gates, I'm sure she will be able to speak with you. If you return, then you are not my enemy. And we shall see."
We're gonna have to fight a god, right?
I was looking at her like, why are you saying this to us so casually?
Yeah, like this is another Tuesday. There's definitely a bit of that.
Oh God,
instead of waiting at the bus stop kind of. I was like, oh yeah, wait at the bus stop and she'll meet you there. Like, no, this is the gate to hell.
But I will say as the War Clan member and Bishop of Hell, I don't mind going first. If that's
Hang on. This is.
You will all be judged at once. Go, sort what you can.
As a precaution, Zeus is gonna cast False Life on herself.
Same.
At second level and give herself 12 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Blair's just already going. He's like,
yeah, but otherwise, I'm pretty much right behind Blythe.
Okay.
We'll do two things before this happens.
Yeah, you've got chance. These are your moments before whatever's going to go on with this gate.
We'll attack the War Clan.
I will first, now closer to this gate, I will cast. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, detect evil good, just in case this is. Whoa, you shouldn't be doing this.
Fair enough.
It won't do anything like that. But...
I mean, she's true neutral, so you're not going to get evil from her.
You're not getting a solid ping either way. I will definitely.
Has it been magically consecrated though?
It's completely magical, absolutely on that one, and it is consecrated. Yes, to a god.
Not desecrated.
Not desecrated. It is consecrated to a god.
And then I will just using all my spells. Protect from evil good on me.
I get a sense people are a little nervous about what's going on.
Hey!
Fair enough. You guys slowly but surely then will wander forward. Yeah, go ahead, Frida.
Frida will go in last, but she'll look at the leader of the War clan to see if she's like about to bolt and go raid this
you can
place.
you can make an insight. Yeah, absolutely. As you guys are all sort of.
She's just doing, or like if this is just she is sending us to another plane just to get rid of us, basically.
We're not going to another plane. We're walking up to the edge of another plane.
7.
Oh,
Rolled off a 20. Damn
Yeah,
it.
yeah. She is hard to read, Frida, but as you will walk forward and join the rest.
Is it just us 6 that are getting judged and not our like side characters? Because we don't know anything about the Pinocchio kid. He could be a war criminal.
they would technically be with you in this as they are. So yeah, they are technically being judged with you as this is all going on. So yeah, you guys do move forward. The strange ethereal gate, it seems to shimmer and seems to take on a form slowly as a little bit of time passes. The gate stands about 30 feet tall, and a figure starts to appear, shimmering from the other side as she sort of looks on at you all from within the gate. There is the figure of a sort of half female woman, half her face is missing, and there's just a skeleton on one side. And the rest
Blythe
is almost
immediately
like
takes a knee.
Zisa also bows as well and kneels.
You got to show respect. I sort of nudge Baldur because he's right next to me, and I know.
Yeah, who does kneel and who doesn't? Yeah.
I will kneel. I'm not about to.
It takes Hodor a little bit longer than everyone else because he is distraught. This woman is everything he could ask for. She's bones.
She is exactly that. That is true.
She's bones and active. Like,
all things at once on that one. Fair enough. So yeah, as most of you, what about Rowder? Does she bend or does she stand on that one, Drew?
No, she keeps walking.
Yeah, so she will stand as all of this is going on. No problem. So yeah, as the rest of you do. So then moments later you hear.
So, those who sought out the tower now come before me. Speak, and let your words ring true, for deceit has no place near the realm of the dead.
you wish to know.
Tell me,
Right.
who do you work for? Who sent you to the tower? Who controls what you need to do?
Zisa will rise and say, "We were sent to the tower on the behest of the Volve. We were seeking knowledge, answers. As for who I work for, none other than myself."
So you work for Harolf? I don't.
She
say
does.
that.
She doesn't look at you.
I don't say that.
So you
She says the
seek the
truth.
tower of the sculptor, he who is exiled from his own creation. For them, for the mortals. Could there be more involved? Could other powers be controlling all of this?
Can I do a history check to know who the sculptor is?
Oh yes, absolutely. You can definitely do a little bit of that. Yeah, you can do that with advantage because of your background.
Or religion?
It's history technically in this case.
Okay, I will do it at an advantage.
Yes.
Only have a +2.
Whoa!
Hey.
Hey!
Oh my god. So yes, so you hadn't put any of this together, but she is obviously she's implying that the tower that you visited was the home of the sculptor, or in this case the Murgle would be the name, but of the person that literally created the world. She's literally suggesting that in these moments. And she's like, why seek out the sculptor? Why seek out the person that was to create the world? Who Alderheim, one of the first of the settlers, had to had to kill to make the land, if that makes sense, of this place. That's pretty big stuff that this person is implying, yes.
But I remember reading this in the
That's okay if you need
book.
Need reminding of any of it. But basically, his body was used. They had cut off his head.
Yeah.
They used his body to make this world, and the primordial soup of this place. But she's claiming
that was Alden did that, right?
Aldehyne was the
Aldehyne,
first.
sorry.
Yeah, was the
Yeah.
first of the Vanir that did that. Yes, correct.
What's
So
my
in
fun
legend.
fact today?
In legend, she was the one that literally, created the world using his body, and so he's exiled by the place he created. But yeah, she's sort of suggesting where you were was his home, or something to do with him, and why seek him out. And she's trying to question that.
Can I make like an insight or arcana check? This feels very Wizard of Oz to me.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, you can make You can make an insight check if you wish.
I don't think this is hell.
Is it because you could see the curtain behind it?
Wow.
Oh,
Okay, bear with me. I will have to get her sheet 1 second and double check on that one.
Please do
It
not
says
do anything
hell,
stupid, Rhoda.
yes or no?
Let's see if I can find a sheet. 1 second. I need to know what her plus is for this on this one. I'm assuming it's off the charts. 1 second. Okay. A simple plus. Okay. 1 second on that
It's
one.
like a plus 15 or something.
Yeah, right. She's gonna have to roll like a 2.
On that one. Apologies, Rowder. Yeah, she is hard to read on that one. The number is ridiculous. I don't think you can beat a 30 that she just rolled.
Okay, that's annoying.
We did. Oh, okay. Yeah, Frida will. She did bow just as of respect because it is a god at the end of the day. She is not against death. She thinks death is a good thing. We did not go there seeking Murgle. Murgle is dead. We did not even know that was Murgle's place. The Volve sent us, and I follow all instructions from the Volve. And with the guidance of Thonia's, they were. I'm reading all the god stuff too.
Yeah, Thonia was. I think he was there for a lot of.
Love of old. Oh no. With the guidance of Thonia, we were there to seek knowledge, nothing more. And then, obviously, we came back to our camp, and the War clan had set fire to our boat and sailed off. We do not mean any ill intent with facing off against your worshippers. We went there for knowledge, and that is all.
My father can be complicated. He will try anything to enter this world. Maybe he has found a way to influence more than I expected. But then maybe it's not him. Maybe it is mother. I do not know. Maybe she weaves whatever shadow burrows through these lands.
Mother.
Yeah, who's mother and father to her?
Murgle is father, I'm assuming.
Yeah, correct. Murgle is she's implying Murgle is father in this case, yeah, but she hasn't said anything on that one. It says,
have there been any whisperings of my mother and the woods? Do their powers move more freely than I expect?
If you speak of the Ironwoods, then yes. Aside from the War clan, we have been harried by those under their influence more than any.
Then it is mother's deeds that lead to all of this.
Wait.
Give me, who is your mother? Thonia has not blessed me with this knowledge.
I will not
Create
speak
the
her
Jotun.
name, but she would be a great power of the Ironwood. She is indeed here. Then things have moved on further than I expected. It's a tangled web. The loom of destiny rarely offers simple patterns, but it means that she is on the move more than he is.
Has she got any connection to the Jotun?
Indeed. They would be
Fucking knew
allies.
I told you, Ether.
They will.
That's what I said. Tiny.
She will do
tiny
all
Jotun.
she can to bring more through.
But of what we know, the Jotun was supposed to be giants. Ones we fought earlier were small. Does this mean the power is weak? Or does it just mean that these are smaller than usual?
The Jotun have many allies. There are many types of them. The more that they can bring through, the more power she will pull into this world from the land of old. It seems that they have control of whatever is needed to make the gateway move, and more must be pouring through. I sense more in this lands, and I sent the clan here, and they find an army. If they are not controlled and not stopped, then everything will continue in her favor. I tip the scales back.
I do not know entirely what is happening here and what, obviously, you know. You know a lot more than most of us. But I do not think the settlement that you are planning to attack has anything to do with this. They were not Jotun. We fought Jotun. They came and attacked us with your own, who were under the influence of this curse or spell. The wolves turned into these tentacle creatures, and I have witnessed using radiant power, that exorcism of that curse. But I do not think this settlement that you are going to attack has any Jotun in it. We have met some people from here, and they were humans. They had nothing to do with it.
They are
They were not
allies of
under
the
any-
Ironwood. At least some of them. Those in power must control. To build a fleet of Ironwood ships, to give this much power, there is someone there that is very much connected to my mother. And if they
Then-
are in control, then they must be stopped.
And wouldn't it be better sending us in to talk to these people instead of just savaging all of these lives? It's killing these innocent who aren't afflicted with this curse is not the way forward. Finding the true cause is the way forward. We do not want any bad blood between, well, especially you as a god. Again, we do not want any bad blood between us, but senseless killing. We are raiders, but most of the time we do it with purpose. This is just senseless. We do not know if they have anything to do with this.
There is goal, but I think you speak plainly. But as with all things, there are layers to your words. However, know this. The schemes of my parents run deep in this world, and I sense a reckoning is coming. Seek out their schemes in all forms, and you will not make an enemy of me. The Wa do my bidding, but I am not against you finding another way to deal with the situation if you can. But my mother's influence is here, and it is strong. You
All
will
I ask
seek out
is,
whatever's going on in here in any way you so wish. But if you are to fail, then the Wa clan must finish what you do not.
thank you. All I'm asking is a small amount of time. Do not send your clan in straight away and destroy this beautiful place. I think we would be able to find this worshipper of your mother. Not fairly easily, but they might escape if we just attack. There would be plenty of time for them to escape. They are in the castle.
2 cycles. I will give you this. Find what is going on within those walls and return to the War clan, and you will be averting whatever will come. You will be given the time.
You have Thonia's thanks for this.
I must withdraw and decipher what is to come. But when the time is right, we will meet again. And the terms of that meeting will be up to your actions, all of you.
And with that, she starts to... The image of her will start to dissipate away in the moments as, yes, your messages have been done. And in the moments, you guys...
Can I do something as she leaves?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I pull out the feather to see how she reacts?
Fair enough. Yeah, no worries. As you do.
I'll do it. I'll do it as I bow again when she leaves. But
yeah, no worries.
The feather, I want the feather to be a little more plainly seen by her.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as she does, she says,
"Interesting. Why do you have one of those?"
As still kneeling, still averting her gaze, she'll say, "Excuse my forthrightness. I seek answers above all. This was given to me from the flames when Valkyrie claimed a dead from our crew. I'm to present it to the Volve. But if anybody had answers, I know that it would be you. The balance. The equalizer."
Very well. Know this. One who can answer your questions is within those very walls of that city.
Then I will tear it down brick by brick if I must.
and she nods for a moment as she starts to disappear as that's going on. And yes, as the last point of all of this and the last point of today, all of you will be, well, two things. You will be given a charm from hell, which will give you a nice little effect. Bear with me on that one. Hopefully I can bring up the image of it nicely in this one as well. 1 second. So let me find Rock Pike. 1 second. So here we go. So that's under... Let's see if I can bring it up in here. Here we go. Can I show the players? Hopefully that should be coming through to you guys. Can you see see this? So each of you, like a little charm sort of appears in front of you, glowing in purple, and then sort of lands in the moment on this one. So yeah, each hero is granted the Charm of Hell. Once this charm is used 3 times, it fades from the hero. As this is all going on, the Charm of Hell's wording, bear with me, is wondrous item uncommon. When activated as an action, this charm grants the benefits of a potion of heroism. These effects last for 6 hours. So yes, nice. You will each be gaining that in the moments as your meeting with Hell has gone reasonably well. And I think as all of this is going on, you're starting to soak in what's going on here. I think the camera sort of pans back, and we'll be ending the session here. And congratulations, everyone! You will be level 5 the next time we play, as we will then be figuring out what is going to be going on from here. Oof. Oh, okay. So yes, the story gets a little bit more, more going on in the moments. But yeah, well done, everyone. I will end the stream there. So well done.